What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we are back here in the basement. We got the battle of the MVPs tonight. We got Aaron Judge versus Paul Goldschmidt, and the St. Louis Cardinals versus the New York Yankees. We are in St. Louis, and we are going to be coming in. We're coming in strong. We got to come in with a lot of power and a lot of fight tonight. We got to come in with pitching. We got Frankie Montas going tonight. So it seems we got Frankie Montas going, the latest Yankee addition. Brian Cashman did a good job by going out there and getting some pitching. We definitely needed some pitching. So this guy here has to realize you are no longer pitching for the Oakland A's. You are pitching for the New York Yankees in a big game. We just dropped 2 out of 3 to the Seattle Mariners, which was no good. No good. Garrett Cole got smashed, our big money Cole. He got smashed in that pitching duel versus Luis Castillo, who apparently Castillo was the only one that got the message that, he's an ace and he needs to look great in his debut for the Mariners, which he did. And Cole, of course, never wins big games for the Yankees, and that's just the way it is. Thankfully, he's not pitching in this series against St. Louis. We got Montas tonight, which hopefully comes out and does really well. And then we got Nestor Cortez tomorrow, and I would assume Taillon's going to be on the mound Sunday. So this is a humongous series. This month of August is ridiculous what the Yankees got. We got the Cardinals now, the Mariners again, then the Red Sox, then the Jays, and then the Rays, and then the Mets. This is no joke this month of August. And we just came out of being 14 and 15 for the month of July. And then we dropped 2 of the first 3 in this month. So this hasn't really been that great of times since July 1st. Thankfully, we still got a humongous lead in the race in the East, but now it's just a matter of playoffs. Right now, Yankees is just playoffs, man. We ain't worried about the lead that we have. We're 10.5 up on the Jays, right? 10.5 up on the Jays right now. So there isn't really much to worry about there. This game's about to set off. We're talking to Matt Carpenter, who's just been ridiculous this season for us. The Yankees seem to always find that guy. They seem to always find that guy. What's up, Mikhailov? No, Nathan, not tonight, man. Normally, yes, but not tonight. Normally, it's Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. We're not doing SmackDown tonight. We're doing the Yankees Cardinals tonight. But don't worry, brother. Next week, Friday Night SmackDown is back. And Monday Night Raw, I will be here, Nathan. I promise you. So I apologize for that tonight, brother. But we're going to be continuing Monday night and Friday nights for wrestling. I promise you. And September 3rd, Nathan, Clash at the Castle watch party right here. This whole place is going to be jammed with people right here. Watch party. So my apologies to you, Nathan. Mikhailov. It's 8:10 here. I'm guessing it's 9:10 in the morning there. 9:10 in Australia. Thank you for dropping in, Nathan. I really do appreciate you, brother. For real, man. Thank you. I will see you Monday Night Raw unless you want to stick around here. So, Mikhailov, am I right? I'm going 9:10 in the morning for you. Hey, brother, I care about my viewers, man. I do, Nathan. I care about my viewers. I did tell you that was happening Friday. I'm a man, brother. That's what happens, okay? But this is a big series, and a lot of people want to watch it, so that's why we're doing this tonight. But I care about you guys because you guys give me the time. Awesome, Nathan. Thank you, man. Mikhailov, man. I got to know every day we go at the time thing, and I swear to you, I don't look it up. Oh, I'm so close, man. I'm getting there, brother. I'm getting there. Mikhailov is from Australia, so he's been on here since back into football to the hockey to now. And I've been trying to guess the time without looking up the difference between Australia and here. I'm just guessing it from the time he comes on and his work. And, man, I'm getting close. It was within 30 minutes. It was in 30 minutes. That's right, Fierce. I just told Nathan the same thing. Monday will be WWE, and Friday, next week, SmackDown will be here. I promise y'all. This is just a humongous series with the Yankees and the Cardinals. We got our new pitcher, Frankie Montas, pitching tonight. A lot of us wanted to watch this. It's the only reason SmackDown's not on. But I appreciate you all always being here, Fierce. And I will be there Monday Night Raw. And again, because he just popped in the room, Saturday, September 3rd, Labor Day weekend, big watch party. This basement's going to be packed for a Clash at the Castle. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be live. It's going to be real. It's going to be a blast that Labor Day weekend for wrestling. No doubt. But yeah, anybody else new in the room, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notice. Please hit the like button. Keep this stream going. We're shooting for 1,000 subs. We're all just fans speaking to fans. That's what we do here. Even when the game is on, we talk about everything. That's what we do here in the basement. And Lou Talks, my co-host, will be here. He'll be here tonight. Probably, who knows what Lou. He's just going to pop in, but he'll be here. I just spoke to him. He'll definitely be here. This is awesome, guys. Got a big game right here. Got 2 MVPs. Aaron Judge, of course, looks like he's going to be obviously the American League MVP. Paul Goldschmidt looks like he's going to be the National League MVP. And he is going for the triple crown. It's realistic. He could get the triple crown. Goldschmidt is hitting .332, which is the best in baseball. It's 34 more than Aaron Judge at 298. Of course, Judge has the home runs with 43 and the RBIs with 93. Paul Goldschmidt is not far behind. He's at 4th overall in home runs and 2nd in RBIs in the National League. So this is kind of like the MVP game. Whose MVP is going to do it tonight? Always wear your New York Rangers gear, McHale. That's right, man. The season's going to be back in October. They already have training and preseason in September, man. We're almost back. Stanley Cup, man. We're going. Go Card. Okay, Nathan, we got a fan in here going for the Cardinals, but that's my man who's a wrestling fan. So we'll see what happens tonight. It's always good. Hey, Rick. Yeah, he'll be here, man. He'll be here. He will be here. He'll just make his grand entrance again. I spoke to him. He'll be here. His Mets are getting shellacked right now. It was 8-0 in the second inning. The Mets are getting killed right now. 8-0 in the second inning. I mean, and they were still batting when I turned. Atlanta was still batting when I turned over to this. We were laughing, Lou, last night because it was like, hey, Lou, nobody. I mean, I like the Mets. I mean, I'm a Yankee fan all the way. I like the Mets, but I was like, Lou, everybody was talking about everything but your Mets. So, and we did the first 5 innings without them. It's like, man, we did this for you. You weren't even here. You didn't show up to the 5th inning, and nobody cared about the game anyway, except me. I did. I was going for the Mets, but it's just kind of funny. But he'll be here soon, man. Probably, I'd say we should all have a bet. What inning is Lou going to show up? I'm going to go with the 4th inning. 4th inning. I'm going to bet Lou shows up in the 4th. Anybody, is that over or under? Lou shows up in the 4th inning. Over or under? How about that? Oh, he's at the game right now in St. Louis on Busch Stadium? That's awesome, man. That's awesome, Rick. Man, this is a big series right now. Real big series. So I wish I was at that game in St. Louis, man. What a lot of fun. You get to go around and see. Nice, Fierce. Mets, Yankees, there's nothing better than going to New York versus New York, especially if you go to the Rangers versus the Islanders. That's the same division. It is a matchup, a rivalry extravaganza. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's a lot of trash talk. There's pure hatred there between Ranger and Islander fans. When you go to these games, one of the greatest playoff series I ever went to was another rivalry with the Devils. It was when Martin Brodeur was goalie for the Devils versus Mike Richter and the Rangers in '94. Those playoff games in the Eastern Conference Finals was insane. From the stands all the way to on the ice. It was. I've never been to a crazier series in any sport than that one. Right? How about that? Lunicorn. How about Lunicorn for his name? That's it. When he comes on, we are calling him Lunicorn. Lunicorn. That we're gonna, when he comes on, that is his name, Lunicorn. People have claimed to see him, but not everybody has. He's a mythical figure. I swear I talked about him all weekend and no, he never even popped up. He popped up during SummerSlam. Some of the other people have never seen him before. They just hear about him. They think that it's like my imaginary friend. Lunicorn. That's great. If yeah, let's go Lunicorn. Oh man, if he was at Citi Field right now, he'd be pissed. We're still on a commercial break here. I'm going to check the Mets score here really quick. It was 8-0 in the second. They were still batting. Like, they were getting destroyed. Taijuan Walker, that's the worst game I ever seen him pitch. It's commercial for them too. Hey, you ever notice that? You're watching games and you switch to another game and it's commercial on that TV too. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's funny. We're going to start doing phone calls soon, Thomas. We're not doing it yet, but we are going to start doing it. We're going to break that in. We're going to have those calls when Lou is on as well. Not tonight, but we're going to start doing it, man. That's another piece to the basement that we are going to be bringing in. The phone calls. You guys will be able to call in here and talk smack and talk about the stuff, comment, whatever you want to do. It's going to be, this thing is going to continue to grow. This basement is going to continue to grow. This channel's for the fans, and that's what we want it to be. We want you guys to be involved. So we're going to start giving out numbers that you guys can call in here and be a part of this thing. That's what this is all about. The channel is for the fans. So when Lou comes on here too, he and I have already been speaking about this. It's insane. I know. I don't know why it's just taking so long for the game to come back on. It should be starting soon. Yeah, the Mets are just, I mean, they looked so solid yesterday. I mean, this is a big series. They're 4.5 games up right now. I mean, unless a big miracle happens, they are getting smacked around. And we'll see, but they still have the best pitching. I mean, this weekend, you got the rest of the weekend, you got DeGrom and then, or Scherzer and then DeGrom. So, I mean, that's like 2 wins right there for them. The Mets have, I wish the Yankees had a pitching staff like the Mets have. I really do. The Mets pitching staff is dominant to what the Yankees had. DeGrom, then Scherzer, then Bassett, then Walker. Carlos Carrasco is their 5th starter. He's 11-4 with a 3.7 ERA. That's their 5th starter. I wish we had that. We don't even have that on our 4th starter. Like, that's ridiculous. Crazy. Anybody new in the room, please subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button. Keep this channel going. This is a channel for everybody, channel for fans. Let's see, we got this game going yet. I don't know why they have such a long commercial break. Something going on at this game or what? It should have already started. I don't know what's happening. But anyway, you know who else could win MVP? Wow, Frank, you're on until 9 o'clock tonight. Wow, that's late. Don't usually close at 8:30. That's crazy. Yeah, how about them Phillies? Frank here runs the memorabilia store here in the Deptford Mall, New Jersey. Sportscave.net. See my man Frank. Tell him Johnny Basement told you to call. You saw him in the chat room, whatever it is. He'll get you the greatest memorabilia. He's a great guy. His name is Frank. Sportscave.net. Deptford Mall, New Jersey. Great dude. Really good guy. Good. Hey, Nathan, last night there was guys on here watching preseason football. They were talking about everything but lose Mets. So when you're in here, watch what you want. We're all sitting here having a good time. And I don't know why the Yankee game is taking so long to come on. I'm seeing if there's a problem because we're already 5 minutes past. We're already 5 minutes past. Does anybody see what's going on there? Does anybody have the game on where you are? Because right here, it's still saying that they're going to be right back. I don't know if they have a situation going on or what. Let's see what happens here. Says top of the first. Oh, here we go. Finally. How did that happen, man? We got a man on first. Carpenter's the third batter in the order. We got one out. They were showing me nothing. It was just had a blank screen. Just said, we'll be right back. And apparently the game's been going on. What the hell's going on? That's awesome, Fierce. That's awesome. You need to do that because honestly speaking, like when I say I like the Mets, I grew up in the Mets household. The Mets have nothing, unless they make the World Series, they have nothing to do with the Yankees. Nothing. So I don't hate them. I mean, I grew up when they had Doc Gooden and Darryl Strawberry and Keith Hernandez and George Foster, a lot of old players. The Islanders and Rangers, that's a rivalry. And I don't really, the Knicks and the Nets to me isn't really, I never knew any Nets fans growing up. Nets, Brooklyn Nets, not New York Nets. I didn't know anybody. I knew fans of every other team. No one knew any diehard Nets fans. They were the Jersey Nets. Like we knew Devils fans. We never knew Nets fans. That was really weird. And now everybody's a bandwagon or Net fan. So that Nick-Net rivalry was never really there for me. But Rangers Islanders, that's out of this world. Yeah, I got it back up, Michael. And welcome, brother. Welcome in, Michael. Good to see you again, man. Appreciate you being here as usual. Judge lined out. Okay. Yeah, I'm sitting here watching a blank screen for a while. Just kept saying we'll be right back. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Trust me, had they blanked out when Cole was giving up home run after home run, I would have been just fine with that. But, I mean, how about Matt Carpenter hitting against his old team? 10 years with the Cardinals, huh? He's 36 years old. He's just – Yankees find these guys. They just grab these guys that are, like, going to be gone. It's crazy. Amazon Prime, you have to, yeah, you got to pay for that, I think. I mean, I have it. You got to pay for that, but I got it here on MLB, so we're all good now. That only happened once before earlier in the season. I don't know why. So I'm like, we're sitting here talking about, I had to switch over to the Mets, but they're getting destroyed. Actually, they just scored. It's 8-1. Nice. Hey, Michael. That's funny. We were just talking about getting a puppy. I'm not even joking, man, because my trucking dog, Max, was 15, unfortunately, and he passed away in March. So we were just literally talking about the same thing, man. What kind of puppy did you get, bro? Anybody new in the room, hit the subscribe button, the bell notes, and the like button. Keep the basement rolling with the channel for the fans. We're all fans here. We have unicorns on this channel. You got to see the unicorn, the Lunicorn. We got him here too. Rick, that blank screen, that would have been very useful when Cole was pitching the first inning the other night. The blank screen, actually, I would have preferred that than that train wreck that we were watching. Here we go, Matt. Come on. Come on. We just got to start scoring runs and just start knocking this team around. That would be hot, Nathan. Albert Pujols comes over, takes over for Stanton, right? Just starts knocking home runs for that would be a Yankee move in the old days. If anybody remembers when the Yankees signed Jose Canseco, remember that? So the Red Sox wouldn't get him. The Yankees signed Canseco. He had like one of the longest home runs in Yankee Stadium back then. That was in the old stadium. Canseco, look it up. Canseco was a Yankee. He had one like all the way into the upper deck down the left field line. It was crazy. Almost went out of the building. Serious. But yeah, we did it so Red Sox, couldn't get him. We decided he sat on the bench most of the time. No doubt, Rick. No doubt. That would have been way better, brother. Way better. What a joke. Oh, Mika. Nice. I didn't catch the name, Michael. I didn't catch the name. I just saw a puppy and I just started talking. I'm sorry, brother. I'll admit it to you. I didn't read the rest of your of what you said. I just said you got a new puppy. That is awesome. I admit it, man. I didn't read the rest of it. I was just rolling. Mika, that's right. Zibanejad, bring back the Rangers, man. We are going. We're going to the Cup, brother. Vincent Trocheck was a monster signing. Monster signing. That's going to put us over the top. And those Ranger fans that are so concerned about the 7-year deal, who cares? We got them for the first 2 years. They're ready to win right now. We'll worry about those other years down the road. Thank you. Thank you, Torres, for nothing. Striking out with man on first and third. Thanks for nothing. And here comes Donaldson, who's been a train wreck lately too, man. Donaldson has been good in the field, but he just hasn't been doing it at the plate. I mean, he hit 26 home runs last year. Where are those home runs this year? We thought we were going to get some of that. I think he's making $25 million a year this year, and then he's going to be doing it next year. Absolutely, mate. Oh, did Donaldson just prove me wrong again? He did. He did. Oh, it's off the wall. That's scoring runs. He did. Hey, Rick, I did it again. Every time I trash Donaldson, he gets big hits and knocks runs in. Every time I trash Donaldson, right? I'm going to keep doing it. Because every time I do it to him, even over the weekend versus the Royal, he gets the hits once I talk smack about him. That's what's up right there. Let's go. Man, right off the wall. Take it to him, Yankees got to take it. I'm looking forward to seeing Montes pitch. The guy is 4-9. He's got a 3.18 ERA. Forget the record. He was on the Oakland A's. All right. He's on the A's. How many games do you expect to win there? All right. He's got a 2.9 ERA since May. So we should be good with him. He should be really good for us. I can't wait. Here's what I'm not understanding right now. Why is Benintendi batting 5th and 6th and 5th and 6th? What is Boone doing? The guy has speed. Why is he at that spot in the batting order? Look, he grounded out. Boy, when they got him, he was hitting 320. Now he's hitting 305. I don't understand why Boone has him in the middle of the batting order. He should be more toward the top. The guy's got speed. He gets on base. I mean, why is he batting 5th and 6th? Yeah, I did it again. I'm going to keep doing it, Rick. That is hilarious, man. Man, I tell you what, these Yankees right now have to keep winning. We got the rough August. We talk about this every day. Rough August. We got the Mariners again, and Big Money Cole's going to be back pitching against them again. Then we got Red Sox, Rays, Jays, or Jays, Rays, one of the two, in that order. And then the Mets after all that. So this is a hell of a month that we're going to have. And I tell you what, those Met fans act like, they beat us 2 games, act like they won the World Series. Like it's 2 games. They're 1-2. Or Walker and Scherzer was pitching against what? Montgomery and Herman. Congratulations. That was a real tall order for the Mets batters to face Montgomery and Herman. That's a really, give me a break. It's Boone. That's right, Frank. How dumb. How do you bat Benintendi 5th and 6th in the order? You're not utilizing the guy's speed. You're not utilizing what the guy can do on the bases. It should be like DJ LeMahieu than Benintendi or vice versa, man. This guy should be in the top of the order, not 5th. Wait, what are they expecting to be hitting home runs? What is that? I don't get that. Oh, man, Nathan. Rousey, that's got to go. She got fined for attacking the referee also. Ronda Rousey got fined for attacking the ref. And I'm telling you, that armbar would look real deal because Liv was tapping. Liv was tapping out. That was real deal. So I don't know how in the hell she got a nice gripe, but she really did get fined for attacking the ref. She went crazy. So I was curious to see that tonight. I got to admit to you, Nathan. But like I said, we're going to be back on it Monday and Friday next week. We're back on it. Yeah, Michael. That's like listen, that is like a no-brainer. Whatever order you want, DJ leading off or Benintendi and then DJ, however you want to work that, I don't care. That's fine. Judge should be 3rd. Well, how hard is that? What? It's Boone. DJ Benintendi, DJ. Either way, that's fine. I don't care. Judge third. Judge third. Then you can have Stanton or whatever you want to do the rest of the way down the road when he comes back. But having Benintendi fifth or sixth is like mind blowing. It just doesn't make any sense. All right, we got good. One out right away. These A's pitchers have him, Trevino. They got to be excited. You left the Oakland A's dumpster fire. Apparently, all you have to do is turn into a really good player for the A's, and they'll get rid of you. Once you become good, they will get rid of you. Chris Bassett, Mark Canha or a ball on the Mets. Starling Marte. I know he came from the Marlins to the Mets, but he was just on the A's before that, man. That guy, Starling Marte, is a great player. They got rid of him for being great, and now they got rid of Montes, who won 13 games for the A's last year. So you got to be excited as hell leaving the A's and coming to the freaking Yankees, man. You got to be excited as hell. That is incredible. I should, Frank. Why not? I mean, how much worse could I do? I should interview for the manager's job for the Yankees. There are Yankee fans that are like, oh, Aaron Boone, he wins all these games every year. Who cares? When you manage the Yankees, is what do you do in the playoffs? What do you do in the playoffs is what it is about managing the Yankees. Who cares that he wins the first play? We go to the playoffs. The last few years, it's been the Red Sox, the Astros, the Rays, and the Yankees. Who's the only one that cannot make the World Series? Our team. Even the Rays made it. So that's managing, man. I wish we had Buck Showalter or Dusty Baker. Those guys are old school guys. They probably use some analytics, but they're not listening to the front office telling them what to do. Right? They're not. Look at Buck Showalter last night. He brought in Edwin Diaz to close out the 8th and the 9th. Would Boone do a move like that? Hell no. He would never do that. That's what you do. That's old school managing. You don't have a great bullpen? Well, man, our the best closer in the game, Diaz, we're going to have him pitch the last 6 outs, and he did. What a no-brainer. But Boone Ray would have been all confused by that. Yeah, that tap was really bad, Michaela. If she was tapping out, I don't know how Rousey got. That's going to be great to redo that, and I hope they redo it at Clash at the Castle, right here in the basement. Watch party right here, Saturday, September 3rd, Clash at the Castle. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. It's going to happen right here, and this area here is going to be packed. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see you all here with us. Nah, Nathan, I do Monday and Fridays. I know not today, but Monday and Fridays for the WWE. The rest of the week right now is Yankees, man. I do like the NXT, but if the Yankees are on, that's what we're doing. But you got me Monday, and I promise you next Friday. Oh, yeah. Come on, Nathan. You're right, man. We're just fans talking crap. Of course, man. It's always fun for us guys that have never played the sport professionally, never managed professionally, but we got all the answers. That's what is great about being a fan. We got all the answers. Sadly, like, the Jets owner, Woody Johnson, actually listens to us Jet fans from time to time and makes the moves that he thinks we want, like getting Le'Veon Bell and Kelechi Osemele, the lineman, like these, and Tremaine Johnson, these big names. They're all trash. They're all trash. And then, you know what? When you listen to the fans and get the people we want, they don't work out. We boo you. We tell you suck as an owner. That's why you don't listen to us. Don't listen to us. Oh, come on. Great play, IKF. Great play. That kid is great at shortstop, man. I'm liking him. Hey, Frank, is that a Jim Mora quote there? Playoffs? Playoffs? Is that what you're referring to with the playoffs? Playoffs? It has to be Jim Mora, right? The greatest speech ever. That was great. He's had better ones than that. That's his most famous one. But who was better than Jim Mora for quotes after Colts or when he coached the New Orleans Saints, man? Jim Mora was a legend with the quotes, man. Oh, you can YouTube anything with Jim Mora, man. That guy had it going on with the quotes. Yeah, Jim Mora. Yep. Yeah, I knew it, Frank. Come on, man. No one can read that and not know that that's Jim Mora. He's like, you kidding me? Playoffs? I'm hoping we can win a game. Well, Aaron Boone, we're hoping can manage a game in the playoffs. That's what we're hoping for. That he can make right calls. Oh, this guy, I mean, what a clown show. But they love him because he's a yes man. They don't have to pay him a ton of money. They gave him an opportunity. They got rid of Joe Girardi, who I still just don't understand why we got rid of Girardi, man. Just don't. He had the respect of the clubhouse. The team was young then. He still brought him within one game of the World Series, and then they get rid of him. Probably because he wouldn't listen to the analytics or whatever they wanted him to do. Bring in Aaron Boone. He'll do whatever you want. Aaron Boone will still be remembered for the home run off Tim Wakefield in 2003. Game, send us to the World Series. He's like the modern day Bucky Dent. And he was a decent announcer for ESPN when he was doing that. I don't hate the guy. I just didn't want him as manager. I don't know, Michael. That's really stupid. I don't know why he's still not signed. Right. Just for the leadership alone. Why would you not sign the guy? It makes no sense, man. None. You need the leadership. There's 110%. You know, you got it, especially when you have a lot of young guys around, man. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know why. We'll see what happens. What was the Judge deal in the end, Mikhailov? There is no Judge deal yet. The Judge deal is the Yankees better sign him or he's going to end up on the Mets. Steve Cohen is the modern day George Steinbrenner, man. For all the Met fans that complained for years about George Steinbrenner buying players and buying his team. Now they have an owner that buys Lindor, buys Max Scherzer, right? He buys these players, Starling Marte, another superstar, and all of a sudden Met fans love it. It's the greatest thing in the world. Of course it is, man. You got the guy getting the players for your team. That's what it's all about. Baseball allows you to do it. Steinbrenner paid luxury taxes to other teams. It's not his fault the owners put it in the pocket, didn't put it back in the team. It's not his fault. So now the Met fans have Steve Cohen. They love the guy. He's getting your guy players. You got Chris Bassett, a pitcher. I mean, and he's a Met fan. So it's funny how that works, right? They yell and scream and cry about our team, and then look at theirs, getting all the owners doing exactly what Steinbrenner did. Go figure. And the Dodgers buy more than anybody anyway. I never understood that argument to begin with. The Yankees buy players. They're not the only team that does. Everybody does. Do you think the Red Sox, David Ortiz came from their farm system? Manny Ramirez came from the Red Sox farm system? No. Chris Sale? I mean, they all, give me a break. They all act like we're the only team that does these things. Yeah, Joey. Woo, that'd be scary if he wanted him back. Frank, man, if you didn't see Joey Gallo, he was so bad. They took in exchange for Gallo, they took a double-A pitcher from the Dodgers, double-A, and the guy couldn't even pitch in double-A. He was 0-3 with a 5.75 ERA. So he got knocked around in double-A, and the Yankees like, we'll take him. Hey, we'll take him. Hey, you want Gallo for him? We'll take him. Who cares? Just get rid of him. That's awesome. All right. Jose Trevino, man, is this guy starting to become a fan favorite or what? This guy is doing it. I'm liking this kid, man. And he's hitting 265. Higgy's definitely the best defensive catcher on the team, but I'm liking this. I mean, this Trevino has been a real spark for the team, man. I love it. Been a real spark for the team. Yep. Amen. I know Gallo, right? He's one for, what is he hitting? Because I know they start the average over when you switch leagues, and he's hitting like 250. He's hitting 250. More than he did here for 151 average here for the year and 194 strikeouts. Thank you, Joey. Oh, it went back to the warning track, though. Went back to the warning track. And Aaron Hicks is another one coming up. You guys remember when Aaron Hicks first got started with the Yankees? They said he's like kind of like a Bernie Williams. I have never seen that or how that comparison could even be fathomable. Is that a word? Fathomable? It's in the basement. We're going to make it a word. Anyway, I don't remember him ever looking like Bernie Williams or even having Bernie Williams moments. So that was a weird one. I never saw it. That's Michael. That's pretty much what the Yankees did. A box of rocks, a double-A pitcher that gets knocked around in double-A, and we took him. Bring him. Bring him. Bring the family. Just take Gallo. Get him out of here. So now we get Harrison Bader for Jordan Montgomery, which was brought up in the chat yesterday. No one really missing Montgomery, but why would you get rid of him at this time when Severino just went to the 60-day IL? So how are you going to fill that hole? Not that Montgomery is anything special, because he's not, but I didn't really understand that move. And Harrison Bader's not even going to be back around until September. He's not even going to be back around until September. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy. Sorry, guys. We're in the basement. Things happen. Got to respond. Got to respond. Yeah, so, I think Lunicorn will be on soon. The Lunicorn. Yeah, Higgy is the odd man out, but Higgy is just like, he's a real good defender. He's the only one I honestly gave a pass for his batting, because he wasn't here for the batting, and he was so much better than Gary Sanchez behind the plate. So you had to keep Higgy for that. But when Roosevelt, or however you pronounce his last name, Roosevelt, when he comes back, he will be the odd man out in the postseason. That's for sure. And Hicks will definitely not be on the postseason roster. Harrison Bader is a Gold Glove outfielder, and he will be back in September, apparently. Yes. So, guys, Aaron Hicks. There's no way. Not with the outfields. I think we have a six-man room. 6 men right in the outfielder room. So Hicks is definitely the odd man out, Michael. That's a good point. But now we got a man out first. We got to learn to move runners. This is what the Yankees' problem has been. We don't move runners around the bases. We got to get them around the bases, man. The Cardinals are going to come up. And like I said, Montes. See what we got with Montes. I'm like excited that we got a new pitcher and that Montgomery's not here anymore. And Tyon, he doesn't give you that 10-win pitcher kind of feel, does he? He just doesn't. Every time, maybe it's me. Every time I watch Tyon pitch, it's just shaky. All right, we got to walk out of this. Now DJ's coming up. 2 on, 1 out. Let's get something rolling here. Let's get something rolling. And guys, subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button. Trying to get to 1,000 subs, 1,000 subs to keep the basement rolling with 1,000 subs. And you guys here that are already subs, tell your friends about it. Come on in. This channel's for all of us, guys. It's for all the fans. You guys know it. It's a lot of fun in here. Especially when we trash Lou and his Mets. And he'll be on soon. Anybody know the score of that game right now? Last I saw was 8-1. That is a tight race, though. That is a real interesting race that's going on there. There's really not many races going on. The Brewers and the Cardinals are right now, they're tied. So they're in a tight one. The Dodgers are playing the Padres. The Dodgers have a 12.5-game lead right now. But the Padres with Soto, I still don't think they have the pitching to catch up. I still don't think they're actually the better team than Los Angeles. But it is interesting to see, especially when Tatis comes back next week. You're going to have Soto, Tatis, Machado, and Josh Bell, who was hitting 301 for the Nationals, and somehow he got put in the deal too. They gave up 5 prospects and Luke Voigt. So I think the Padres are going to make it interesting, but I still don't think they have the pitching that's going to beat the Dodgers in the long run. But it's going to be a lot of fun, that 3-game series this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh, babe. Yeah, he does, man. It's a good trade. It's a good trade. I just found it funny that with Severino going on the 60-day IL, that they would get rid of another starting pitcher. Like, it's not like we have many. I always say I wish we had the New York Mets pitching on this team, because when we had an owner of George Steinbrenner status, we would have. Max Scherzer would have been in this jersey. It just, how can you be the New York Yankees and have shaky pitching? The Mets are money. The Mets are money with their pitching, and they got the best closer in the game. That's what scares me with this stuff. Come on, DJ. All right, time. It's still 8-1. Okay, still 8-1. When I was setting up here, as the Yankees started later, they were getting, Taijuan Walker was getting smacked around. I had never seen him pitch that poorly. But there's not a lot of races left. I think the Twins in Cleveland are going at it. I think the Twins still have a 1-game lead on them, but otherwise, the Astros are up by a lot. The Yankees are up by a lot. The Dodgers, as we just said, is up by 12.5. The Cardinals and Brewers are tied. So there are some races, but as Yankee fans, we're waiting for the playoffs, but August is a true test. August is a true test. There are no easy games in August. None. Big money Cole better start being big money Cole. And I want to see wins in the playoffs, man. The guys getting knocked around by the Royals, smashed by the Mariners, knocked around by the Orioles a couple weeks ago. Who, all due respect, the Orioles are playing some pretty decent ball. It's kind of nice to see. A team that has been in the garbage basement for so long, it's kind of nice to see. And what even nicer is they're ahead of the Red Sox. The Red Sox were 3 games behind the Orioles in last place. They're 3 games in the loss column behind the Orioles. That's before the games today. So that's like the Red Sox are really in last place, not the Orioles. Wow, that's interesting. It's true, Michael. He wouldn't start in the playoffs either. But you know what? Knowing Aaron Boone, he probably would have. There's 1, there's 2. All right, we still got the 1-0 lead, guys. But I don't know, Michael. Knowing Aaron Boone, I agree with you. He shouldn't start. But knowing Aaron Boone, he probably would have had him out there. The guy was 3-3 with a 3.6 ERA when we got rid of him. I mean, it's one thing you give up 4 extra base hits to the Mets in the first inning. I mean, the Mets are a top 5 team in baseball. So that's one thing. Then you get knocked around by the Royals, who have 40 wins and had 39 at the time. That's a whole nother story, man. The Royals suck. And Salvador Perez is like the only batter on the team you really have to worry about. Everybody else is like, everybody that comes up to the plate is like 211 or less. They're barely above the Mendoza line. Perez is the only one you have to worry about. Montgomery just didn't do it, but knowing Aaron Boone, he probably would have pitched him anyway. Yep. And they did. This kid Efros from the Cubs looks pretty good, man. Michael King and Chad Green. Chad Green with the Tommy John surgery. Who knows when he's coming back? He might be coming back, by the All-Star break next year? He got hurt at the end of May. Tommy John surgery is a pretty serious deal, so we know he's not going to be back in April. Chad Green was our most solid guy. And Michael King fracturing his elbow is no help. And for some reason, I'm just not excited that Zach Britton will be back in September. What is exciting about that? He wasn't really doing that well before he went down. But Cashman did address the pitching. At least he addressed it. He got this kid, Frankie Montes, who I think is going to be excellent, man. And to have an ERA like that on the Oakland A's, 3.18 and 2.9 since May is phenomenal. It's like out of this world unbelievable. Forget the record, 4-9. Forget the record. Because he plays for the A's. How many games do you expect to win? I mean, if you're down 1-0, you're probably going to lose, right? So he won 13 games for them last year. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I'm liking it. I like that Cashman actually addressed it. Trevino, that was the other guy I was trying to think of. He came over from the A's as well for middle relief. Marinaccio has been good for us. Loaisiga, what happened to Jonathan Loaisiga this season? His ERA just went down. in the sixes. It went down to mid sixes. What happened to that kid this year? Yeah, they brought. That's right. The Royals belong in the base with us, Michael. There's a couple guys in the chat here. Rick Lockport is not here right now. These guys suffered the entire weekend with me watching the Royals, and I mean from inning one on Thursday to the last ninth inning on Sunday. All four. That was a gruesome, horrible, tough, stressful series to watch. So yes, the Royals belong right here in the basement, along with us and Garrett Cole, who belongs here too, who we've had a nomination for him to go to the bullpen. And I still love that, Rick. That still cracks me up, man. What a great oh, how funny would that be? Yes. Oh, guys, please, Mikhailov, you guys hear me say his name all the time. Mikhailov is another subscriber. He's another cellar dweller. The regular guys I like to refer to as the cellar dwellers, but he's a regular in here. He's just learning baseball. He's excellent with football. He's excellent with hockey. But when you see Mikhailov ask a question about baseball, if I don't see it, help him out, man. He's just as regular in the room as you guys are. And everybody's fans here. We always help each other. He's from Australia. So this dude here goes to rugby games, like real football rugby. But yeah, Mikhailov, the most unlucky team in Major League Baseball with star players would be called the Los Angeles Angels. They are just a team that has, and they just never do it. They have Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout. They never make the playoffs. They had Pujols at another time. They had Joe Madden as their manager. They still couldn't get in the playoffs. They hit 7 home runs yesterday in a game and still lost. 7 solo home runs and still lost. So yes, the most unluckiest team with players on it would be the Los Angeles Angels, to answer your question, brother. Yep. No doubt. Oh my gosh. Did you just say Ed Whitson? Ed Whitson. Michael, do you remember when Ed Whitson, wasn't he the one that Billy Martin broke his nose? Billy Martin punched him in the face in a bar, right? Our own manager. He was managing the team. He punched, I'm telling you, I think it was Ed Whitson that he broke his nose. Remember that? Wow. Wow. That's hilarious, man. Ed Whitson. That's the first thing I thought of when you said Ed Whitson was Billy Martin breaking his nose. Oh my gosh. Remember the pitching staff we had back then? Woo. Yeah, Mikhailov. Wow, it's amazing. But yeah, cheers, buddy. Pujols is up right now. Let's see. So yeah, we're excited for Montes pitching. I'm excited for him going out there tomorrow, man. If we can get a combo of Cortez and then Montes and then let's just leave it on a high note right now. Let's leave it on a high note. We got Nasty Nesta, we get Montes out there tomorrow. This is going to be exciting. Wow, Ed Whitson. Oh, bro, you're going to make me pull out some names now from the 80s Yankees that had, if they had wild cards back then, we would have been in them. Do you remember these batting orders? He could never pitch at home, Michael. You're right. You remember the batting orders from the 80s? I mean, we had Dave Winfield and Don Mattingly, Gary Ward, Don Baylor, Jack Clark, Jay Buhner, who turned out to be the biggest Yankee killer once we got rid of him for striking out too much. Ricky Henderson, Steve Sachs. Remember all these guys? But our pitching sucked. Remember Andy Hawkins? He threw a no-hitter and we lost 4-0. 4-0. And we threw a no-hitter. Bob Tewksbury. Bob Tewksbury, Lee Guterman. You're gonna, man, you just opened my file of 80s horrendous pitchers. Wow. Remember our ace, Rick Rhoden? He actually wasn't too bad. We had Scott Sanderson and Bill Gullickson. You remember these guys? Boy, Michael, you really opened up a whole file of that era, man. But if there was wild cards back then, the system we have now, we would have made it. We would have made it. So yeah, it's Bill Gullickson, Lee Guterman. Oh, Brian Fisher. Remember the Brian Fisher experiment? Brian Fisher. Wow. Remember the Count, John Matlick? Oh man, please stop. You got me going now, man. Wow. Wow. Remember Steve Trout, the big signing from the Cubs, Steve Trout? He was garbage, garbage, garbage. Oh man. Whew, look and see what happened when you said Ed Whitson. Holy crap. Wow. Steve Trout was trash, and they acted like the media, the newspapers back then, and what a big deal we were getting from the Cubs. Steve Trout, he was garbage. And Britt Burns from the White Sox, he never even pitched for us. That was another big signing. Like, he never even pitched. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. You got me rolling right now, man. You got me rolling. Wow. Good strikeout by Cortez. Let's go, Nesta. Nasty Nesta. We can get this going. Let's go. The Willie Hoover of the Yankees. Yes, he was. He was 100%. Oh, Michael, thank you for the memories, brother. You got my brain on fire. I'll probably be shouting out names this whole time we're here. But back in 80s baseball, it was the Ricky Bobby term. If you ain't first, you're last. There was no wild card. It was pennant or nothing. If you ain't first, you're last. And that was, geez, up until 95 when they brought in the wild card for the first time. When the Yankees choked away that 2-0 lead. Remember that? With Black Jack McDowell. Remember Jack McDowell? I think he flipped off the whole crowd. Remember that? Oh, boy. What good times, man. What memories. Wow. Woo! We went down Yankee memory lane there. Not a great memory lane, but yeah, memory lane. Man, what a bless. Anybody new in the room, hit the subscribe button, the bell notes. Please hit the like button. Keep the stream going. We're just fans BSing in here. We talk about everything. Just ask my co-host Lou. We gave him a gift yesterday and watched his Mets because the Yankees were off, and everybody was doing everything but watching the Mets. They're watching football. We're talking wrestling, talking NFL season coming up, talking hockey. I like the Mets. I paid attention, but I think Lou and I were the only ones paying attention to it. Everything happens here in the basement. Rich McKinney. Wow. What? Michael, we're going to go back and forth all night with these names. How about Pascual Perez? Pascual Perez. Remember when like Mel Hall was our big hitter? Mel Hall. Remember that? And oh my gosh, man. Wow. We had, remember the managers we had, like Stump Merrill and Dallas Green? Man, we did nothing with those teams. Nothing. You had to love Billy Martin, man, but I'm just saying, man, there was some what memories. Holy crap. Rich McKinney. Wow. Remember, oh man, remember when we had the names are flying out, man. Names is flying out. One guy who would have been great for the Yankees and we let him go too early was Al Leiter. Remember that? If we had an Al Leiter and Andy Pettit and all those guys together, Al Leiter started with the Yankees, man. We let him go too soon. He turned out to be an Andy Pettitte type for the Mets. He was really solid, man. We got rid of him way too soon. Yeah, dude, that guy was a train wreck. 4 errors in his first game. Celery. Celerino Sanchez. Wow. Wow. Oh. Remember, oh boy. They had Toby Hall, um, Ken Phelps. Remember all these guys we got? Joel Skinner. Remember Joel Skinner? He was horrible. Joel Skinner sucked. Oh, Joel Skinner was trash behind the plate. Oh my gosh, man. Okay. All right, you're killing me, man. You are killing me. My brain is going crazy. Oh, it almost had good. Oh, that's going to score a run, damn it. They should have had that. Well, I ain't going to blame Nesta. That was a comebacker, man. But Torres almost had that one, man. He almost had it. All right, we got 1-1 now. That was an unfortunate hit. Yadier Molina this is his last year, I believe, right? This guy is surefire Hall of Fame. What a great player, man. What a great catcher. Torres almost made an amazing play. I think everybody would have been safe anyway, but still it probably would have stopped the run. It probably would have stopped the run. Oh, Michael, those are some serious dark days, bro. I still have names going on through my head, man. Like, wow, those are some bad ones, man. Bad. Remember, we can keep this going and going. Oh. Remember when the Yankees got Rafael Santana from the Mets? What a project that was. He sucked. Oh. Dark days, brother. Steve Balboni. Everybody else was like, look at these two guys going on and on with the name Steve Balboni. Bob Watson. Bob Watson was okay. I mean, oh my gosh. Steve Balboni. Kevin Moss, he was going to be the next great one. We had a bunch of those guys, right? That were going to be the next home run heroes for us. Kevin Moss, Hensley, Bam Bam Mullins, remember him, and Shane Spencer, of course. Remember these guys? These three at their time, these were the next Yankee greats. They were already be compared to legend Yankees. They didn't do anything yet. Kevin Moss, Bam Bam Mullins, and Shane Spencer. Trey Mancini was an amazing pickup, Mikhailov. I mean, the guy played on the Orioles, man. That was the Astros, I keep saying it, they're the team that really bother me the most when we make the playoffs. The Astros bother me the most. Look at Verlander. Can you not say that Verlander is the easy Cy Young candidate leader right now? The dude is 15-3. He's 38 years old, 15-3. He's pitched 1.73 ERA, and he's got 127 strikeouts. Can you not say he could be an MVP candidate as well? Verlander is lights out right now. Lights out. So the Astro, even though he doesn't pitch that well in the playoffs, though, but you could easily say that Verlander could be an MVP candidate. We all know Judge is going to get it, but there are other players that are. Paul Goldschmidt is definitely the National League MVP. He's rolling right now. He's hitting 332. That's best in baseball. He's hitting 332 right now. He's fourth overall in all of Major League Baseball with 26 home runs. And he's got 82 RBIs, which is second in the National League. I believe that's fourth overall as well. So he's actually not that far off from running for the Triple Crown. He's hitting 332. What is that, about 34 points above Judge? I think Judge is at 298 right now. I'm talking before the game started. Before the game started is what I'm talking about. It's crazy. It's crazy. I see we have some more people in the room. Again, I need signs for this. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. I know you can put all that stuff up here. Don't even get me started. When I lose the chat, I have a heart attack. So don't make me start doing all that stuff. Just do that. This is the basement. We're just fans talking to fans. I'm a diehard fan, not a professional. We just know our sports. We talk about everything in this room. Everything in this room we talk about when it comes to sports, whatever you want. So, and we have a unicorn that works on the channel as well. You'll see him soon. Some have claimed to have seen him. Some haven't. Some just think he's my imaginary friend, Lou. But he really does exist. Anyway, we're almost getting to my over-under for the fourth inning prediction for Lou. We're almost getting there. We're almost getting there. He may pass the over-under. Bregman and now Trey just, yeah, he just hit his third home run in 3 at-bats for the Astros, Mancini. Wow. Yeah, man, it's an amazing pickup for the dude. The guy came from the Orioles, man. He's got to be, again, it's like these guys coming from the A's to the Yankees. You got to be loving life when you're leaving a crap team. Benintendi leaves the Royals, comes here, and he actually was hitting better when he was on the Royals. But I'm not worried about Benintendi. He played in a big market pressure when he played for Boston. He's won a World Series. I'm not worried about Benintendi. Just bat him in the right part of the order. Maybe he'll do a little bit better. Well, here's Judge. Let's go. Let's go. This would be great if you could knock one. Oh, there's another name, Michael. I'm sorry. Another name popped up, Michael. How about Charles Hudson? Charles Hudson. Remember him? Charles Hudson, another pitcher that was supposed to be great. We're going to be going back and forth all night, Michael, because these names are going to keep popping up on me, man. They're going to keep popping up. Charles Hudson. Wow. Now, see, with this shifting, they're getting rid of the shift next year also. But you know what? This shift would have never worked in the 70s, 80s, or 90s, or even early 2000s. Why? Because guys could bunt. Guys could bunt back then. Guys could play small ball. Guys could knock guys around the bases. But they have the shift on because nobody's worried about anybody bunting. Nobody. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's 2-2 right now. Come on, Judge. I know we've been spoiled by this guy hitting big-time home runs in pressure situations, break the tie game. So now we want home runs all the time. 3-2. All right, let's go. You know what's funny is people that want to pick a Judge and knock Judge, they talk about, the short right field porch at Yankee Stadium, and he hits them all to the right now. And, they're finding all these things to hate on him, man. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. The guy's murdering it this year, and people that are making fun of him, it's an absolute joke. The joke. Fine and read, well, he plays in Yankee Stadium. Well, then how come everybody else doesn't have 43 home runs? I know it's a short field out there. Oh, that's going to drop. That's going to drop. Oh, hit him in the helmet. They were throwing behind Judge to get him back out at first and try to hit him in the helmet. You guys see that? Yeah, there's no money in bunting. That's the problem. That's why these small-time hitters aren't there anymore. That's the reason the shift came around. Nobody's worried about giving up the extra base. The free, not the extra base, the free base. No one's worried about giving that up because nobody can bunt. Nobody can play small ball anymore. It's home run or nothing. The Rays, the Red Sox, and the Astros, the years they went to the World Series, did have guys that could lay down a bunt and do a little bit of a small ball. That's why they made it. Our team is home run or nothing. So it's really sad. It's really sad. But the shift is going to be gone. That runner on second base, I hate that more than anything about the shift. That automatic runner on second base bothers me. You got to earn that. But people, the game's too long. I know they want the average fan watching all these sports now, and they want runs, and they want quick games in all the sports. That's why in football, the cornerback, remember way back, you could mug the receiver. You could knock him on his ass in the first 5 yards. Now you got to damn near let him catch the ball before you can touch him. The goalies in hockey had to downsize their pads. They had to downsize their pads so there'd be more goals. This is all about fantasy sports and an average fan watching the games and keeping them interested. That's what this is all about. NBA, they took away the rough defenses. You don't see the defenses of the 90s and the 80s anymore, the Pistons or the Knicks of the 90s. These guys would knock your head off. The Pacers, they had big players on that team too. Dale Davis, these guys, come on. So all the sports had bowed down somewhat to these high, no defense, high offensive games. That's what they want. They don't want pitching duels anymore, great defensive games in the Super Bowls or regular games. They don't want that. They want 45 to 34 games, and they want 14 to 13 in baseball and 7 to 4 in hockey. So 125 to 115 in basketball. They don't want defense in sports anymore. That's why no one knows how to bunt. And I went way off on a tangent there, all off that. So, but you guys are in the basement. You're used to that. Carpenter, nice. Boy, this guy never hit tonight. And he's legging it out for second. Did he? Oh. Like, no way he's running to second. Come on, man. I thought he was trying to go to second base. Boy, he is killing. How the Cardinals feel, letting him go. He's going to retire, and now he's just all over the place. Wow. Oh, amen, Michael. Yeah, don't hit the quarterback. Don't hit the quarterback. That all started, too. Do you remember back when Tom Brady got hurt? When he blew that Achilles, and they brought in Matt Castle, and they missed the playoffs, and everybody was upset because Brady was out. He got hit low and he tore his Achilles and all that. The year before that, Carson Palmer suffered a season-ending injury and nobody cared. He could still hit the quarterbacks back then. But once these guys, these big names, get hurt, it's like Buster Posey when he got plowed at home plate. He was injured and out. Now you can't run into the catcher anymore because big names got hurt. You're hurting people's fantasy pools. You're hurting, man, forget it. Right? You hit a big name like that, they're changing the rules. Changing the rules. That's how it is. Come on, Gleyber, let's get some runs. We got runners on base again. We're not getting these guys home. Come on, let's go. Let's go, guys. We gotta get some runs in here, man. Top of the third inning, we gotta get some runs. Got to support Nesta, man. We got to get these wins. We're still trying to get the best record in baseball. I think we're only we're 2 behind the Dodgers last night. Come on, man. What are you swinging at? That wasn't even close to the plate. Come on, man. That was way off the plate. What the hell is he swinging at? Yeah, man. Come on, Gleyber. Put your head on straight, bro. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right, Rick. Rick, you're still on. I'm going to say Donaldson won't get hit again because every time I say it, he gets RBIs and hits. Every time I trash him for what he's not doing this year, he's been making me eat my words. So I'm going to sit and hope on that. Gardini, he's coming. He'll be on soon. Trust me. We're having an over-under if he's going to be on before the 4th inning or after. Right now, we're top of the 3rd, so we all betting on 4th inning right now. He's coming, Gardini. You'll get used to the fact that he doesn't. Most of the time, he doesn't start when I start, but he pops in. He's a great friend of mine, co-host. He's coming. Trust me, he'll be here. I already spoke to him. Anyway, how you doing tonight, Gardini? Well, and welcome back, and thanks for always supporting the channel, brother. Yeah, that's right. Donaldson stings. He sucks, right, Rick? Every time I say it, now I can hit a 3-run bomb. Guys that haven't been in the room when I've been trashing Donaldson, every time I do it, he gets big hits. So I'm going to continue on that path of doing trash. So it's funny. but it's been working. It's been working. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. There you go. There you go. It worked again, Rick. It worked again, Rick. Donaldson sucks. Donaldson sucks. It worked again, Rick. It worked again. Oh, I know you are, Gadini. Gadini, I know. I was waiting for you, brother. When I was watching the Met game before the Yankees came on tonight, and they were getting smacked. It was 8-0. When I turned over here to start setting up, it was 8-0 still. So yeah, I figured you were going to come in the room here today and start ripping on the unicorn, on Lunicorn. That's his name, Lunicorn. That's what we're going to be calling him now, Lunicorn. But anyway, yeah, I was waiting for you tonight, Gadini. I was thinking about you. I'm like, wait till he comes on here and Gadini's here. Yep. And this last 7 years of the Mets. Yeah, okay, brother. Hey, that's what the basement's all about. You got to bring the talk. Bring the talk. That's what we want. Good deal, brother. Yeah, Rick, we got that down. We should buy a shirt, Donaldson sucks, because it is working. And here's Benintendi, as we said, hitting sixth. Very strange, man. Really, really strange. Come on. Come on. Come on, Andrew. Get a damn hit here, man. Get these runs in. Let's go. There's only one out. Boy, this guy's just not hitting for us lately. He's not hitting. Wasn't even far enough to get the run in. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here comes IKF. Watch, he's going to get runs in. Yeah. Oh. A lot of first pitch swinging, but we've had this discussion before with this team with the first pitch swinging, right? Anybody new in the room, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notice, hit the like button. I'm Johnny Basement. We are going for 1,000 subs. That's what we're trying to do in this basement. This channel is for the fans. Just because we're watching the Yankees doesn't mean we don't talk about football or wrestling or basketball or hockey or whatever. We talk about it all in here. That's what we're trying to do. We merge from the depths of the basement to 1,000 subs. It's what we do. Anyway, back onto this right now. The Yankees at least went up 2-1. Josh Donaldson, because Josh Donaldson sucks. That's why we went up 2-1. But that might have been Lou right there, Gadini. That might have been Lou right there. Yeah, so we got a lot going on now with the NFL coming back, hockey coming back, Rangers coming back. Thank goodness that two of my teams are killing it. Rangers, Yankees. The Jets, I'm cautiously optimistic. Cautiously optimistic about my Jets. That's the best I can say on that. The Knicks, I just hope they keep moving forward. They moved forward, then they took a step back. Now I need them to move forward again. They don't need to give up the house to get Donovan Mitchell. They don't need to give up all their players to get him. And it just seems like that's what Utah wants. So I don't want to see that. But, it's tough being a Knicks and a Jets fan most of these years. And Rangers rebuilt, but got right back up to the top. They went way further than I ever anticipated. So anybody anticipated. So you got to be pretty happy when half of your teams are doing well. But this August is going to be rough. This is going to be a rough August. We got to win most of these series, if not all of them. We got to take 2 out of 3s, sweep 1, 2 out of 3s. And the Red Sox are not good this year. I know they give Yankees a problem. It's a rivalry. But when you play teams that aren't playing well, goodness gracious, they're in last place behind the Orioles. Can we win all of those games, please? We should be able to do that. We should be able to do that. The Rays haven't been playing great baseball lately, but they usually are a challenge. The Jays are tough. The Jays, I just never understand the Blue Jays. I've said this before. Nice catch, Glaber. Nice jump. Boy, what a difference putting him back at second base. He's batting average, his numbers are better, his fielding's better. Just putting him back at second base has been great. It's like playing Stanton in the outfield. He said he wasn't as into the game playing DH. You put him in the outfield, he makes the All-Star game this year. So this is what we do. This is what's going on. But you know what? It's just a good thing that they got some of the team in order. Cortez is just going to – when the playoffs start, Cortez has to be the ace. He has to be the guy starting game one. Whoever we're playing, he has to be starting game one, not Cole. Not Cole. Cortez should be starting. And it's all over a money thing that's stupid and ridiculous. You need to start Cortez in game one, and that's just the way it goes. It just is. He's earned it. He deserves it. If Montes keeps pitching, I just don't want Cole pitching ever. I have no confidence in that guy. Gets bombed in the first inning, then he settles down. And that's what these announcers want you to believe. Oh, he settled in. Settled in, 6-0. That's a joke. Cortez, oh, come on, Donaldson, get that. So Rizzo has the day off today. Once we get Stanton back, we have a batting order going again. It's just the pitching is all we are our main concern. It's good defense by Donaldson. That's where he is good in the defense. He has been playing that well, but I still think, DJ can just play everywhere. He's first base today. He can play third. I mean, the thought of them even wanting to get rid of DJ or not re-sign him was unbelievably dumb. So here's the National League MVP, Paul Goldschmidt, 332 average, man. This guy's killing it. And like I said, he's 4th overall in home runs overall, but he's 2nd in the National League, and he's 2nd in National League in RBIs with 82. So he's definitely the MVP there. And I think he's not that far off from being a Triple Crown candidate this year. Seriously. He definitely owns the batting average. So it's pretty interesting to see what happens with him. Aaron Judge is the definite MVP. I don't see how he's not. I just like to throw Verlander in there from a pitcher's perspective. I'm like, who else is having MVP seasons? Verlander's 38. Come on. 1.79 ERA, 15-3, and 109 strikeouts. Give or take about 100 and no. He has more like 120-something strikeouts, 129, I think. Whatever the case, he's 38 and he's mowing it. I mean, he is killing it. So he could be an MVP candidate. But I always feel for pitchers, they have their own award, the Cy Young. They don't play every day. So how can they actually even be considered for the MVP? They don't play every day. They have their award, the Cy Young. So why would they even be considered for the MVP if you're not an everyday player? Right? Does that even make sense? Should you be allowed the MVP as a pitcher? You already got your award. I don't get that one. Listen, Gardini, I get you, brother. I'm just saying the guy. Gunnar, what's going on, brother? Good to see you in here, man. Gardini, I understand what you're saying. It does sound ignorant to say he shouldn't start game one, but the guy, you got to understand as a Yankee fan yourself, the guy has done nothing in these big pressure situations, man. He just got bombed by the Mariners. We paid him for one game in the wild card last year against Red Sox. He couldn't even get out of the first inning. I know what you're saying, brother. I'm not even disagreeing with you, but Cole is – I'm just so upset with what we got with him is my point. As a fan, when he came over from the Astros, he was shut down. When Cole was pitching, you knew the game was over and he won. You knew it. Right now with the Yankees, he hasn't really been showing that. Even in the sixth inning against the Royals, we were up 3-0. Guy gives up 5 runs with 2 outs. That sticky stuff, I mean, he hasn't seemed to have adjusted his game much since then. So I'm more annoyed at the pitching product that we have now. His numbers look good, but these high pressure games, he has not been there for us. He hasn't yet. So when I say Cortez is pitching better, he is pitching better. Is he career better? Of course not. But Cole is paid to pitch the first game, and he's paid to win the big game. And he hasn't done it. That wild card game against the Red Sox was atrocious. And he is a Red Sox punching bag. It was atrocious to watch that. So that's what I'm basing it on. And he should be our number one, no doubt, ace. Can he start pitching like the guy we paid to get? Can he start being the Garrett Cole from Houston, where it was lights out when he was on the mound? That guy needs to come back. And that's my beef with him right now. But I understand your point. That's my take on it right now with him. It just is. Of course he's going to be the number one starter, but Cortez right now has been more money lately than he has. That's what I'm saying. Gunner's in the room. Sparky Lyle, wow. Wow, Sandy Alcantara. Wow, that's nice, man. For the Marlins, Sparky Lyle saw Young to say enough. He was, and he lost the spite. Listen, Godini, I want him to be as great as he can be. I just want the Cole that we signed on to. And when he lost that spite, when he lost the sticky stuff, spite attack, whatever we call it, I did agree with Cole that it was legal. That's why there was no suspensions, right? But I agree with Cole that they should have done it at the end of the season, not, hey, what you're doing today, you can't do that tomorrow. He's right on that because a lot of pitchers, not just him, had to adjust their entire game. And he just never seemed to get it down right, and it did screw him up. It screwed up a lot of pitches. He's just the most well-known one it screwed up because of the money he makes and where he pitches and what he's done in the past with the Astros. So, sorry, I was watching Hickson bat. So, you can give him a little bit of a pass on that. But this year, right now, Cortez has just been pitching more lights out than he has. I want Cole to get back to where he's supposed to be. And I was really pulling for him in that Mariner game. He got so bombed. It's just getting annoying. And it's getting scary because our pitching staff going in to the playoffs it's scary. It's a little scary, especially when you look over and look at, other teams that have these. Astros have better pitching. Our back of the order is not as good. The Mets have the top line of pitching order in baseball. That should be us. Cole needs to get back to that number one status, and he's pitching against the Mariners again next week. Let's see Cole. The playoffs are coming up. So that's all, man. I'm not going to go on and on about it. I understand your take on it, Gardini, and I respect it. I do respect it. And I can see where you would think it would be ignorant, but you got to understand where I'm coming from as a Yankee fan. You got to understand how we feel about what he's been doing lately. So let's just see what he can do the rest of the year. And I hope to God he gets back to that ace status, the real ace status that we think. Come on, Hicks. Did he beat that? Oh, no, he's out. He's out. Gunnar, what's been good, man? What's happening, brother? I seen you pop in there a little bit, man. How you doing tonight, bro? It's good to see you in the room as always, man. It's always nice to see you, man. Or type you or hear you, you know. We're having a good time as usual, man. We're waiting on Lou right now, Gunnar. We have an over-under. It's the fourth inning now. We all thought that he'd be here by the fourth inning. He's not here yet. He's not here yet. So we may be wrong on this fourth inning prediction. I'm going to find out right now. I got to I told him, Gardini, that people waiting for you, brother. Where you at? Where you at? Again, man, he works late some days, so that's what takes him so long to come on, man. But it is funny. Oh, 8-5 now. They're coming back, Mikhailov. Wow. He's the Lunicorn. We had a great suggestion for his name, Lunicorn. That's going to be his name when he comes on here, too. Lunicorn. That's when he comes in, that's exactly what we're going to be calling him. The Lunicorn. Wow, so they're coming back now, 8-5. Wow. All right. Boy, how pissed will Braves fans be if they blow that game? Wow. All right, that's it for that inning. But we still got the 2-1 lead. All right, guys, let's see what we got going on here, man. Let's go. So let's see, man. We got who's going to be the letdown team this year in football? Do you guys think the Bengals? Do you think they were like a Cinderella team? Are they going to make it back in the playoffs again? Do you think the Bengals are going to go right back and miss the playoffs? That's one team I'm very interested in seeing what they do this year. Because last year their offensive line was really terrible. They made the Super Bowl, but they were really terrible. Do you think they're even going to make the playoffs this year, the Bengals? Because usually the team that loses the Super Bowl has a problem the next year. I don't know why that is with when you have different teams with different personalities and lineups. But do you think the Bengals will be the team that just doesn't make the playoffs this year after all those expectations from last year? That's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. Totally looking forward to tearing out Bar Top tomorrow morning. Okay. I agree there, Gardini. That's right. The Cowboys and the Cardinals. The Cowboys, man, they have – how does football folk – they have Ezekiel Elliott as the 5th best running back in the game right now. That guy hasn't been good for like 3 years. Zeke hasn't been good for like 3 years. The best running back – he's not even the best running back on his team. Pollard ran better for them last year. How is Zeke – the Cowboys always get this pass as being – they haven't even made a championship game since Troy Aikman was there. That's a long time ago. The Reds, oh my gosh. The Titans too, huh? You think the Titans aren't going to do it? Remember, my Jets beat the Bengals and the Titans last year. So I got to hang my hat on that last year. They beat the Bengals and the Titans last year. Yeah, the Chargers, huh? That's interesting. Yeah, Justin Herbert, man, he's going to have a kind of season he's going to have. And I know the Cowboys lost receivers. So CeeDee Lamb, by the way, I knew I had another point on the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb is now the #1 receiver on the Cowboys. How's that going to work out? How's that going to work out? Is he going to step up and be a real #1 receiver, or is he going to fall off? No more Gallup. He's #1. Let's see what happens there. Who's going to have the best? Here's one. Here's one for you guys. Who's going to have the best second year? Who's going to have the best second year, sophomore season? That's what I'm looking for. Who's going to have the best sophomore season? Justin Fields, Zach, or Trevor Lawrence? Who's going to have the best sophomore season? Who's going to pick it up of those three? That's a good question. Zach, Justin, or Trevor? Which one's going to do it? Who's going to have the best second year season? That's interesting, man. It's interesting. Chargers going 13-4. Yeah, I'm telling you, Justin Herbert's a beast, man. To think the Dolphins passed him over. I know draft hindsight's 2020 with the draft. We all know that. But it's very interesting. The Chargers, I'm surprised they missed the playoffs last year. They missed it by one game. One game, if I remember correctly. So Trey Lance, nice. That's right. Trey Lance is starting this year. You think Trey Lance is going to be better than those three this year? So we can throw him in there too. Trey Lance, Justin, Zach, or Trevor. Who of those? And Mac Jones. Is Mac Jones going to stay up on top? Is he going to stay on top, or is Josh McDaniels being gone really going to hurt Mac? Because they don't even know who's going to be calling the plays. Last I checked, Judge or Matt Patricia. Joe Judge was a train wreck for the Giants. Absolute train wreck. So the second-year quarterbacks, let's just throw them all in there now. Let's just throw them all in there. Trey Lance, Zach, Justin, Mac, or Trevor. Who's going to be the guy this year of those 5 quarterbacks? Trevor. Trevor's got a good coach this year, man. None of the more of that, the distractions he had last year with Urban Meyer. That's true. Yeah, getting Khalil Mack on that team with Bosa as well. That Charger team's going to be staying. You know what's funny? The sports channels, they always talk about the most popular teams. You hear more about the Cowboys than anything else. You hear about the Cowboys, what the Patriots are going to do, the Packers. You're not hearing anything about the Chargers. That's a good one, Houdini. They may just slip right in there, man, under the radar because nobody talks about them. It's always the same stuff on the same teams on these channels. Cowboys, Packers, Patriots. Now Buffalo's getting some attention. But you don't hear about the Chargers. You hear about Russell Wilson and the Broncos from time to time, and the Buccaneers. I'm sorry, I knew there was another. And you hear about the Bucs. But that's it. You don't hear about the Chargers. They give praise to Justin Herbert, but you don't hear about the team that they have, and they can be nasty this year. Good one, Gardini. That's a real good one, brother. The Vikings, Michaela. The Vikings are another team. They just never finish first. They never finish last. They're right there. They're like the Blue Jays. I'll call them the Blue Jays of football. They always seem to have a decent team, and they just always right in the middle. They're just right in the middle no matter what. Just right in the middle. It's kind of crazy. You going with Trey? Good point, Gunner. You got it. These guys still have to be coached. Like the Jets, they keep going on and on about the Jets and the great draft and these big Vegas odds on the Jets and all these bets going on. Seriously, there are some crazy bets out there about what the Jets are going to do this year. And Zach Wilson getting bet on more than Brady and Mahomes and Rodgers. That is a true story. Just because they had a great draft. Guys, I've been a Jet fan since they drafted Joe Flacco. All right. I'm about 46 years into this team. I have seen this movie before about great drafts, great pickups, great. If we had a decent quarterback, the jury's still out on Zach, but if we had an established quarterback, yes, then I would believe this team would go really far. Zach's a crapshoot, but this is going to be the year that it has to happen because Joe Douglas has lived up to his end. The general manager for the Jets has lived up to his word. 3 to 4 years, he's going to put a competitive team on this field, a young competitive team. He has done that. Zach can't do it. See ya. Can you imagine if he can't do it and Joe Flacco was our starter? Oh, my gosh. That's going to drop in again. All right, Aaron's got another hit. So, but that's my opinion on that. The Jets really can be a 7-9 team that finishes ahead of the Patriots and a competitive team. That's reasonable to expect 7-9 wins because their defense is stacked. They got receivers. Just Zach is the X factor, I guess you could say. We'll see what happens. It's just it's a crapshoot at this point. But I don't know what else to say on that. I really don't. I think the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, they got Urban Meyer being out of there is the greatest thing that could have ever happened to them. We all knew he wasn't going to last in the NFL anyway. That was a clown show from day one. Just a clown show from day one having Urban Meyer in the NFL. So now they got Doug Peterson, who has worked well with other quarterbacks in the past. He has. So they might do a lot better. Trevor Lawrence may benefit a lot from having Peterson there. So, I mean, that's the way it is. And Mac Jones, I've said, you guys have heard me say it before. He landed on the best coach team, Josh McDaniels too. You guys remember Norv Turner? Josh McDaniels is like that. Norv Turner was never that great of a head coach. He was like one of the greatest offensive coordinators the game's ever seen. It's like Wade Phillips, great defensive coordinator, was never that great of a head coach. But these coordinators, Norv Turner was a great offensive coordinator. Now McDaniels leaves the Patriots. Mac Jones is going to be hurting behind them. He's going to be hurting. I'm not just saying it because I'm a Jet fan and all of us can't stand the Patriots, but I just don't. For teams to say, man, you guys passed on Mac. No, we did. What would he have been on the Jets? What would he have been on the Jaguars or the Bears? It would have been crap. just like these guys were. You got nothing to work with. So it's not even like a real comparison. Rays losing, Blue Jays losing. All right. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Blue Jays were predicted to win the AL East. Like everybody had them predicted to win the AL East. And I don't know what happens to them. They're just a weird team. And they've been a weird team since I was a kid. Way back, man. They had when they had George Bell and Jesse Barfield out there and Roy Halladay. And they had a lot of great players on that team. They just never seemed to get it done. That is so true. USC quarterbacks are garbage, man. Garbage. Holy crap. Sanchez, right? Sam Darnold. And I hate ripping on Sam Darnold. I do. It hurts my heart to rip on him because he studies. He's a good kid. Sam Darnold is going to be that quarterback like a Colt McCoy. He's going to be in the league for 14 freaking years as a journeyman backup. Sam Darnold is going to be around for a long time. He's going to be a backup for the rest of his career. That's what he's going to do. We had such high hopes for that kid. He got put in a crappy situation and then have Adam Gase as his coach and 3 different coordinators over the course of the time that he was there. Just a train wreck for him. And I can't defend anything with him on the Panthers. He had a team on the Panthers. He had a team. It hurt my heart to see Darnold, but you're right. USC quarterbacks are garbage. Booty, remember him? Oh, my Lord. Carson Palmer wasn't bad. He wasn't bad in the NFL. He wasn't like the superstar, but Carson Palmer was probably the most recent quarterback that was okay coming out of USC. Matt Leinart was an absolute bust. Matt Leinart was a bust. Wow. Do you remember when they beat when they lost to Vince Young against Texas? That was one of the greatest bowl games I had ever seen. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, these guys are getting compared to Matt Leinart's getting compared to Montana and Brady. Wait, this guy hits the NFL, and Reggie Bush was going to be the next Barry Sanders, Peyton, all these. Bush had a decent NFL career, but Matt Leinart was an absolute bust. Absolute bust. Wow. Remember when he was on the Cardinals and he brought Kurt Warner over there to mentor him? And Dennis Green was like, forget mentoring, you're starting. Matt Leinart went and hit the bricks, man. He took the backup role. Yep, Matt Leinart, man. Kurt Warner was brought there to be his mentor after he was on the Giants, and he lost his starting job to Eli Manning. And then he went to the Cardinals, and he ended up starting over Leinart because Leinart was still apparently a party guy, man. He just, he was on all the commercials. Like Mark Sanchez was on all the commercials, dating all the stars. Look at it. And Mark Sanchez had a better career than Matt Leinart. He had a better career. Mark Sanchez had a better career than Matt Leinart. Go figure. Go figure. Justin, what's up, man? What's up, Justin? Welcome back to the room, brother. We're still waiting on the unicorn, man. And we were all wrong. I said 4th inning. Who said over 4th? Somebody said he took the over on the 4 innings. I think it was you, Gardini, right? You took the over. Oh, he stole second. Good. Judge stole second. Good. I don't know. You guys have been through this before with me with the unicorn, man. I'll be on again tomorrow night doing the Cardinals. The only day I'm not going to be here, guys, is Sunday. I will not be on Sunday. I won't be here. We got family things. I'm not going to be here Sunday. So, but I will be back here for Monday Night Raw and then Yankees again the rest of the week. So, but I will not be here Sunday. Tomorrow night, I will be here. And I think it's a 7 o'clock start tomorrow night, guys. I think it's 7 o'clock tomorrow night for the Yankees. It is. I'm pretty sure it's 7 o'clock. Baker Mayfield is the new Sanchez. Can you imagine that? 2018, big draft, all these quarterbacks, Mayfield, Darnold, Josh Rosen, who said he was going to be better than everybody when he was picked 10th. When he was picked 10th by the Cardinals, he said he was going to be better than all the other guys. And now you got the number 1 overall draft pick and the number 3, and Baker and Darnold fighting for the starting quarterback job with the Panthers. Wow. And Baker had more to work with than Darnold ever had to work with the Jets. Baker ended up having a team. How do you not work with Odell Beckham? Odell goes to the Rams and looks like himself again. Justin, are you joking, or you're like you're late, but you just heard Juan Soto got traded? Like, where have you been? Are you being sarcastic, or are you being serious? Because yes, you are late. If you really didn't know that, he is in the middle of a monster batting order with the San Diego Padres right now. And he went over there with Josh Bell, who's hitting 301. So you got Soto, Tatis when he comes back next week, Machado, Josh Bell, and I think they got Drury also on there. So I still think the Dodgers have the better team because the Padres don't have the pitching staff. Oh, let's go to score on that. That's it. Oh, safe. Safe. Good stuff, Flavor. And Judge scored. That's what we need right there. Anybody new in the room, hit the subscribe button and the bell notice. Hit the like button. Keep this room rolling, man. We're working toward 1,000 subs. Using a basement mentality, emerging out of the basement, going for 1,000 and beyond. This channel is for fans, guys. We're just fans shooting it in here, talking crap, correcting each other, waiting on unicorns, doing all types of things in here. That's what we do when in the basement, man. This channel is for fans from a fan. That's what we do, period. Justin, are you? Oh, man. How could you not know Juan Soto was traded? Like, what have you been doing? Yeah, Michael, he does, man. Of all the guys the Jets have drafted at quarterback, I like Chad Pennington. That was our real last good draft pick, was Chad Pennington at quarterback. Sam Darnold's the only one, like, I felt bad for him. Like, I really felt badly for him. He just, he got the quarterback whisperer, innovator of today's game, but he makes such head scratching, like, what are you thinking about decisions? You're right, Michael. Just what are you thinking about? Because they say he, like, understands the game, he practices well, he retains all the knowledge of the game, but he just can't execute it, man. He just can't. He makes really bizarre decisions. That's why I said he'll be a 14-year backup in this league, because he's a personable guy. Teammates love him. He does study. He does the work. They say he practices really hard, that type of thing. And he's decent enough to stay in the league as a backup. That's what will keep him there. Guaranteed. That's what's going to keep him in the league. Like Colt McCoy. It's going to be like that. Colt McCoy is supposed to be a great starter in the league. And he's a career backup guy, but he's been around forever. It feels like he's been around forever. So, but that's what's going to happen to Darnold. And I don't think he's ever going to get over making those bonehead decisions. They're just really weird. All right, Rick, here we go. Rick, Donaldson sucks. Donaldson sucks. It's been working. Oh, don't tell me he did it. Oh, that's foul. That's foul. I was going to say it worked again, Rick. Let's say it worked again. Yeah, he's not great under pressure, Gunnar. That's no doubt. Oh, man, Ken O'Brien, come on. Now we're talking. Ken O'Brien, I'm one of the few Jet fans that say he should be in the Jets Ring of Honor. Ken O'Brien had solid numbers for the Jets, man. He was solid with Al Toon and Wesley Walker and Free McNeil. He had Kurt Sohn, Mickey Schuler at tight end. I don't think he played with Kurt Sohn. I'll take that back. That was Richard Todd. But the guy is always remembered as, well, they took him instead of Dan Marino. A whole lot of other teams didn't take Dan Marino either. Ken O'Brien was a solid quarterback for the Jets. He was during the great 80s. Now, had Dan Marino been on that Jets team, they would have won a couple of Super Bowls, because you got Freeman McNeil as your running back. Dan Marino never had a running back. Who do you have? Tony Nathan? Terry Kirby? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Remember him? The running back, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Remember him? Who did he have? Marino never had running backs, and he made Mark Duper and Mark Clayton look better than they were. The Jets definitely had the better wide receivers with Wesley Walker and Al Toon. Definitely had the better receivers. Marino would have had a real running back, and they had the defense. Come on, man. You had the sack exchange. Klecko, Salam, Gastineau, Lyons. Lance Mel, Darrell Ray, Kirk Springs, man. You had the team. The Jets had a good team. Marino would have won with them, but I think O'Brien will never be forgiven. And it wasn't even his fault, but he was a solid quarterback for the Jets. I'm one of the few Jet fans that I know of, out of my friends anyway, that supports Ken O'Brien. Good call, Michael, on that. Good call, man. Remember his backup, Pat Ryan? Pat Ryan was a pretty decent backup back then. Remember that? Pat Ryan would come in, and he would do a pretty decent job. We had Johnny Hector. Oh, now you see, Michael, you got me going again now. You got me going on old school guys, man. Old school players, man. Wow. Yep. Johnny Hector was our backups were good. Johnny Hector was a decent fill-in for Freeman McNeil. Wow, man. Those are the days. Lester Lyles on defense, safety. Oh, man. Oh, you got me. Here we go again, Michael. You got me spitting out names, man. We're going back and forth again. Remember one of our worst draft picks at quarterback, Browning Nagel. How about that guy? Browning Nagel. Remember him? Horrid. That guy was so bad. He could throw. He won a lot of those quarterback competitions. Remember the NBC quarterback competitions? So Browning Nagel would be in there. He could hit almost everything on those targets, man. But he hit nothing in the NFL. He sucked. It was awful. Browning Nagel. That's a name right there. He went to the Falcons after the Jets. He was horrible. Horrible. Oh, my goodness, man. Michael, you opened up files in my brain from these teams when I was, oh, my gosh, man. You obviously have the same file. Yeah, he's going to be wow, Gunner, that's a good analogy right there, man. He's going to be a Josh McCown. That's a great – come on, don't get caught out there. Come on. Come on, Glaber. Pay attention, man. Pay attention. What a dope, man. Come on. Nestor's got the one hitter going. Glaber's just sitting out there in la-la land, man. Unreal. Yeah, Al Toon, of course. We talked about him. Al Toon. Solid wide receiver for the Jets, man. Remember the games that Ken O'Brien would play against Dan Marino? He always stepped up, Michael. Ken O'Brien always stepped up. Remember September 21st, 1986. 51-45 New York Jets. Ken O'Brien and Dan Marino went back and forth in a no-defense game. What a game that was, man. Ken O'Brien threw the game-winning touchdown to send it into game-tying touchdown to send it in overtime. Hit Wesley Walker in double coverage right on the goal line. He fell right in the end zone. And then he hit Wesley Walker for the game-winning touchdown when he was covered. I think it was Lyle Blackwood covering him, man. 51-45. September 21st, 1986. That is one of the greatest Ken O'Brien games you could ever see, standing toe-for-toe with an NFL legend like Dan Marino. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing game. But a lot of Jet fans don't like Ken O'Brien. I'll never understand. Yeah, he's lost. Dude, I don't get it. He's lost tonight. Absolutely. 100%. You know what else I think is lost tonight? The Lunicorn. Oh, well. He shows up when he shows up. That's my co-host, longtime friend. So he's great people, as you guys know. I know Gardini wants to see him in the worst way. Heck yeah. Gunner, he actually came into the game. That's a good point. Tom Tupa didn't start the game. He came into the game because Vinny Testaverde blew his Achilles tendon out. Remember the Jets lost in 1998 to the Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship game, all right? But the next, John Elway had retired. So coming into 99, the Jets were by far the heavy favorite to go and win the Super Bowl. That's like the heavy favorite. Vinny Testaverde blew his Achilles out. Of course he did, because the Jets were the heavy favorite in the first half of the first game of the season against the Patriots. So Rick Meyer, there's a name for you. How about Rick Meyer? Rick Meyer was the backup, but he didn't know enough of the plays yet, apparently. So they used Tom Tupa, who was a former quarterback for the Arizona, Phoenix, St. Louis Cardinals, whatever the hell they were at that time when Tom Tupa quarterbacked them. I think they were the St. Louis Cardinals then. But you guys know it's St. Louis, Phoenix, Arizona, whatever the hell it was. They sucked anyway. And Tom Tupa became a punter. And because he was, can you imagine, he was more ready to play quarterback than Rick Meyer, our backup, was. And he did play great in that game. And for some reason, Parcells took him out and put in Rick Meyer, who then proceeded to blow the game. So that was very odd. And then Vinny was out the rest of the year. Ray Lucas came in that season. Remember Ray Lucas? And we finished 8-8. Finished 8-8 that year. That was like a really good call, though, Gunner. Good call. Tom Tupa, our punter, he just didn't start the game. That's when we lost Vinny Testaverde. Oh, yeah. Of course they got torched for that. Of course they did. I mean, remember the years where I took Blair Thomas instead of like Emmitt Smith? I mean, like, you know, the Jets always do weird things like that. But Altoona was great. Obviously not a Jerry Rice, but Altoona was a solid receiver for us. I'll even take it a step further, Michael. I'll take it a step further. How about the Jets taking Johnny Lamb Jones instead of Art Monk? Another bonehead decision. Johnny Lamb Jones, world-class sprinter. We're going to take him. Forget Art Monk. Imagine that. Art Monk finally did play for the Jets when he was at the end of his career. The Jets love taking Hall of Fame players that were Hall of Famers for a bunch of other teams, and we take them at the end of their career, like Art Monk and Ronnie Lott and Steve Atwater. That's what we do. That's what the Jets do. We don't get them when they're in their primes. Yeah, Art Monk. We took Johnny Lamb Jones instead. Enough said on that, right? At least Altoona was good. Johnny Lamb Jones sucked. Yep, damn right. That's where he's from. Yep, you're right, Michael. Damn right. Wow. Yes. Gunner, good call. That Peyton Manning, Ryan Leaf situation was amazing, man. They were so down to the wire with that. I think they chose Manning because Ryan Leaf started showing his party ways. Like they started showing that he was more of a partier, and Manning was, you know, Omaha Central. Like whatever it was, it came down to some discussions. And they chose Manning over Leaf, but Leaf had the better numbers in college. And look how that turned out. How close a call was that? The Jets wouldn't have taken either one. They would have taken some quarterback from the University of Alaska on the Western Front. That's what they would have done if the Jets were in that position. They wouldn't have taken either. They would have taken some guy from Alaska University. Hey, Henry, what's up, brother? Welcome back, my man. Appreciate you stopping through, bro. Thank you, man. Got it. I try to keep up with what the team's doing. I try to keep up with what the team's wearing, man. So, and of course, you know, got to be Judge. I try to, man, but I like I try to keep up with it, man. I try to. So once in a while, I'll just slip in here with a T-shirt or whatever, man. Just depends on the mood I'm in. But yeah, got to back him all the way. Sure. Michael, he came out of, you know what? It's like Walter Payton came out of Jackson State. Walter Payton came out of Jackson State. Nobody knew what he was going to be. And look at the freaking legend Walter Payton is. I mean, things like that happen to other teams. They never happen to the Jets. The Jets will get high-ranked guys and they end up sucking. Or they get hurt. You pick a guy like Walter Payton out of Jackson State. My gosh, man. Guy's a legend. Yeah, hell yeah, man. You got it. Come on, Matt Carpenter played for the Cardinals from 2011 to 2021. That's a hometown hero, Matt Carpenter. It's a hometown hero. Hero. He's a hometown hero, man. That's incredible that he should get that ovation. Come on. Did you see Eric Hosmer? I mean, he got a great welcoming when he went back to Kansas City with the Red Sox. He had a great welcoming in Kansas City. Come on, man. These guys, when you do a lot for your team and you've been there for a long time, you should get that respect. Who was Morehead State, Michael? We jumped around so much, man. Who was Morehead State? Come back to me on that one. Who's Morehead State? If you asked me something earlier, it went right past me, man. You know how I do it here, man. We'll jump from topic to topic, and I lost my place. So, anyway, Nestor has been pitching really well right now. Now we're going back to the game for a minute, but yeah, anybody new in the room, please subscribe, hit the bell notice, hit the like button. You see what it's like in here. We just go with the chat. We go with what people want to talk about. That's what we do here in the basement. Working toward 1,000 subs. And guys, man, you know people, get them to sub, get them to be a part of this basement family with us. We're all the fans in here. We're having a blast, having a good time every time we're on. What year was it when you played the Cardinals? When the Yankees played the Cardinals? And they won 3-0 in a game where no one wanted to win. You got, oh, Phil Simms. Okay, Michael. All right. I was going to say, last I knew we were talking about Walter Payton, and I know Walter Payton was Jackson State. So, okay, Phil Simms, Morehead State. Gunner, you got me on that. I don't know. I saw that. Oh, the Jets. The Jets. That was the year that the Jets, they went 1-15. Adrian Morrell had 199 yards rushing in that game, and they lost. That was a no one wanted to win game. The Jets had a game against the Falcons like that where just nobody wanted to win. The Jets always seem to not want to win. So, yeah, the one game I missed that year, Adrian Morrell. Remember that running back? There's a name, Michael. 199 yards rushing. It's the only game of the year I missed, and that's the game they lost to the Cardinals. I think Frank Reich was our quarterback. Frank Reich or Neil O'Donnell, he never played. Never played. We had a bunch. Jack Trudeau was a quarterback for the New York Jets. Jack Trudeau. All the backups that used to beat the Jets, we signed them all, and they all sucked. Oh, thank you, Henry. Henry, thank you, man. That means a lot, brother. Thank you. Dude, I tell you guys all the time, I am a diehard fan. Speaking to you guys, are diehard fans. I can kick it with the sports all day with you guys, man. We're watching baseball. We can talk about whatever we want. Henry, thank you for that compliment, brother. I really appreciate it, man. Because you guys are taking your time to be here. You guys don't owe me anything. And that's why I thank you guys and appreciate you guys all the time. Because you guys are taking your time to be here with me. And that really makes me feel good, man. That's why I love and respect each and every one of you that's in this chat. Because you make me look forward to coming on here. All you guys do. I look forward to coming on like we all just met up somewhere to watch a game. And we did. We met up here in the basement to watch a game together. That's what we did here. So, Henry, tell other people about us, man. Have them join the chat. Have them sub to the channel. We're working toward 1,000 subs. I'm not going anywhere. I just won't be here Sunday, guys. I keep telling y'all, I will not be here Sunday. But you guys make me look forward to coming in here and doing games, man. You guys really do, and I thank you all for it. I really do. You guys are all the regular people that I have in here. No matter what happens with the chat, if it ever goes up, goes down, whatever, you guys will always be the ones. You guys are here for me in the beginning. You guys are here for me in the beginning, and I appreciate it big time. Try to catch up on some of this. Mets score. Mets still down 8-5, bottom of the 6th. Wow, it's only the bottom of the 6th. They started at 7 o'clock, so they're down still 8-5. Okay. And they lost. The Jets played the Browns in the first Monday night game ever, and they lost. The worst Jet-Brown game, Michael, that I remember. Oh, brother, I'll never lose the passion. I'll get back to my worst Jet-Brown memory in a second, Michael, but I'll never lose the passion. I've been like this my entire life. When I was a kid, I'd go to, hold on. You going to beat that out? All right. When I was a kid, I would get up in the morning before I even went to the bus stop. Before I even went to the bus stop, I picked up the New York Daily News or the New York Post, whatever we had in the house, whatever my father got. And I would look at the box scores and I'd look at who was hitting what, who did what. I'd look at the standings. I knew everything when I went to that bus stop because we always challenged each other on what we knew. There was no ESPN. There was no internet. There was none of that. None of that, guys. So I read the back of the paper. I read the articles. I was always into sports, man. How could you not be? Sports brings everybody. Look how we all are in here. We're all excited to be in here. And this is over the Yankees right now. Or the ring when we were doing I wish I was live streaming when we were doing the Rangers, but because I'm such a tech dummy, it took me a little while. I got great help from great family members to get this thing going. And big shout out to them because they're the ones that also pushed me to do this as well. So big shout out to my family that helped me set up the live stream, that helped me get on this channel so we can all be on here having fun because sports is my passion. And I can tell from the knowledge you guys have, it's your passion also. That's why we're here in the basement, kicking it. Bottom of the seventh, Michaela, that's all right. You're in the basement, brother. You can make mistakes. We all do it. Oh, well, you got me there, Gunner, huh? You got me there. I was remembering back to the 95 when the Jets won one game and Adrian Morrell had 199 yards. We lost that game. That's the one I was thinking of. There was a lot of forgettable games with Sanchez. In 2012, that was already the beginning of the downslide for the Jets. 2009 and 10 were gone, and the Jets were already beginning their downslide. Sanchez was about to be gone. John Idzik drafted like 18 or 19 players between 2013 and 14, none of which are still in the league. If you guys find one, great, but I'm telling you, I don't think any are in the league. And then we got Geno Smith, and then Ryan Fitzpatrick, and then where we had one good year in 2015, but ironically lost to Rex Ryan, who was doing nothing with the Bills. In the one game we had to win to make the playoffs, we were 10-5, and we couldn't beat the Bills, which were a bad team at the time. You Bills Mafia that are in this chat know the game I'm talking about. And Fitzpatrick had to throw all his interceptions in that game, and we lost. And then, you guys know the rest of the story. Guys know the rest of the story, man. How ironic that we lose to Rex Ryan, who couldn't coach for us. He goes to the Bills, and the greatest game that he freaking coached was against the one damn game that we needed. That's Jets football, man. Take flight. Take flight. That's what we do. Thank you, Henry. Really appreciate it, brother. Appreciate the support. Like I said, let your friends know, man. Bring them on in. Oh, Mikhailov, now you're speaking it, brother. Yeah, a lot of Yankee fans do fake the fun, man. We're just truth, brother. Even if it's against our team, Henry, everybody in here brings the truth. Gurdini, you'll see in here, man. He brings it. Wait till you see Gurdini and Lou. There is a real person named Lou. We call him the Lunicorn because you never know when he's going to show up. He just magically appears. Let me catch up on some of this stuff, guys. Jets going to have a Cubs-esque drought. They're already in the middle of it, Gardini. Come on, man. We're already over 50 years. Well, the Cubs, come on. I'm going to be the guy on the, well, there will be no newspapers, whatever the front page version of the internet technology, whatever that is. When I'm 102 years old, the Jets will win the Super Bowl, and I'll be like, I've been a fan since 1978. 1978. Come on, that's going to be me. I never believed the Jets are going to win. That's what's going to happen, dude. But I'm a diehard until the end. I get mocked all the time. Trevino, come on, that's going to drop. How can you not love Jose Trevino, man? Come on. This guy has been a real spark for the Yankees. The first catcher that has been consistently hitting in a long time. Forget Gary Sanchez. Trevino's a decent catcher behind the plate, and he's hitting well, man. So he's hitting 268, I think. Give or take a point. Henry, it's true. We don't fake the funk in the basement, man. Now, one person in here does, myself included. If we don't know something, you say you don't know. If you try to BS, everybody in this room is smart enough sports fan to know when one of us is BSing. If you don't know, you don't know. If it's wrong, we correct each other, man. No one's above anybody in the basement, man. Nobody is above anybody. We're all just fans here. So we correct each other in here. Just don't fake the funk. Don't fake it. Don't try to wing something that you don't know, because all of us in here are smart enough to pick up when someone's BSing. So just say it. Just say you don't know. We all do it. Mikhailov, I swear to you, brother. I swear to you, I wish I had this live stream going during the hockey playoffs, man. Oh, it doesn't matter, because we're going to get it going this year. When the Rangers come back, we are here. We're here, man. When the Jets are on, you Bills fans, as I told you guys, I'm going to do Bills streams because of the support you guys give me. So when the Bills are on, as long as it's not a Yankee playoff game at the same time. But anytime the Bills are on, I'm doing it on the night games. I'm going to do it. So we're going to be doing a lot. A lot is coming up. A lot's coming up. So yeah, man, I wish I had this during the playoffs, man. I was doing just regular reviews. I've only been doing the channel since November, really. Lou talks, Lou, he came on with me. We just did, just talks. And then, some live things about a month ago, a little over a month ago. And I just started live streaming by myself, on and off like last, a couple weeks. I just wish I had this sooner. I love doing this way more than doing reviews and uploading stuff and all that. We're just on here now doing it live. That's the way it's supposed to be, kicking it. Oh, Michael, the butt fumble. I mean, that's legendary, man. Do you remember when ESPN had like the worst bloopers of all time, and they had like everything was a challenge to the Sanchez butt fumble. And I think after almost a year, they finally just gave up on what was worse. They even had the Jose Canseco home run off his head. Do you guys remember that? When he was playing outfield for the Texas Rangers, Jose Canseco ran back to the wall and the ball hit him right in the head. He was running back and hit him right in the head and went over the wall. That's like really embarrassingly bad, and the butt fumble still beat that out. Now, I'm going to give you an interesting take on the butt fumble. The lineman, which I believe was Damian Woody. I could be wrong. It might have been Brandon Moore. Pretty sure it was Damian Woody. He got blown off the ball so badly into the backfield that Sanchez ran into him. That lineman on the Patriots shoved him into the backfield, which screwed up that whole play. He gets a pass because, of course, Sanchez ran right into his ass. But that lineman, when you really look at it, he was blown way off the ball. He was thrown into the backfield. So that play, really, you could be blaming him too for not being able to block and being pushed around like that. Don't hold me if it was Damian Woody. I'm pretty sure it was, but I'm not totally 100% positive. I'm just shooting a guess out there. But that was another problem with that play. And of course, it's not a regular Sunday afternoon game. It has to be nationally televised on Thanksgiving night. When the Jets are at their worst, the whole nation gets to see it. They could play 2-3 great games in a row. Doesn't matter what year it is. But when you put them on a Monday night game or a Thursday, it's going to be disastrous of epic proportions, man. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be nasty, filled with fumbles, untimely pick sixes, missed tackles. Forget it. 100 sacks. That's what we do when the whole nation is watching us. That's why we're the laughingstock doormat of the NFL. Yep. Gunner, that was just terrible, man. I'm catching up on some of you guys talking. That was just, yeah. Good, Gunner. That's what you're here for, Gunner. You can learn a lot in this room. There's a lot of people in here, and you yourself, man, you know some stuff. But I know you and Mikhailov are learning more about baseball, man. And this is the room to be. There's so many knowledgeable people in here, man. There's a lot of knowledgeable people. And I've always said, if you see Gunner or Mikhailov asking a question about baseball, they're legitimately trying to learn the sport. They're excellent with football and hockey. They're just legitimately trying to learn baseball. If I miss it, y'all help them out and answer the questions for them. That's what we do here in the basement. We look out for each other. That's what it's about, man. It's sports. These guys are actually becoming students of the game. They really are. This decade could be all the AFL team I support won their first Premiership after 64 years in 2021. Wow, Michaela, if you're giving me some confidence to work on with the Jets, as it's been a long. Joe Namath is still our legendary guy. He's still our legendary quarterback. He's the last one to do anything because that's the only time we won it. I didn't even see it. I'm older, but I ain't that old. The base running's terrible, Henry. It's terrible. The Yankees don't move runners. We get them on base. We don't move them. It's bizarre. Now Cortez is pitching all right. We're getting ready to bring in Abreu, who's been doing all right recently, but he can have a. I just don't want to see Cortez's game screwed up. I miss the complete game stuff, Michael. You seem to be back from the same era as myself, man. Remember when Goose Gossage would come in like the 6th inning and just close the rest of the game? That was closing a game. Like you have 3.5 innings to close, like the whole thing. You got to do the whole thing. And they had real complete games back then, not pitch counts. I don't know. Yeah, Henry, it's not look. Boone, Henry, we could go on and on in this room in the basement here about Boone, man. We all hate him because Boone really, being a New York Yankee manager, is what you do in the freaking playoffs, man. We've been talking about that. We talk about this every time we watch the Yankees. Boone, like the other day against the Mariners, that 6-0 destruction. He had Anthony Rizzo leading off. Benintendi's in the middle of the order. LeMahieu's batting second. What the hell is going on? How do you do that? Your Judge has the day off. Your run producer, Rizzo, is leading off. Like, it's mind-blowing what this guy does. Oh, yeah. Yo, Gunnar, that's a good point, man. That's a good point, Gunnar. When Sam Darnold, you know what I loved about that? When Sam Darnold said, I'm seeing ghosts, I loved that immediately. Kurt Warner, Brett Favre, even I believe Aaron Rodgers got in there too, but a lot of them said quarterback, especially when you're young, when you're getting hit that much and you're getting sacked that much, they say you're seeing ghosts, meaning that you feel like the footsteps are right there, even when no one's there. So he's shaken from getting hit so much. That's on the line, man. So when he said that, I'm seeing ghosts, it was just a legitimate nervousness, scared, whatever he was, because Belichick brought it on him, man. He brings it on rookie quarterbacks. He brought it on him. And that's what he meant by that. I love that Kurt Warner and these stand-up guys sat there, man, and defended him, man, because that he was sincere when he said it. I'm seeing ghosts. That means you're getting hit a lot. That's on your lineman. Man. That's pathetic. The way this kid's seeing ghosts. And by the way, just for fun, it happened a second time since. But do you guys know, this is a great trivia question you can ask your friends or whoever you want. Do you guys know, as a matter of fact, I'll ask you guys, and be honest and don't look it up. Who was the first rookie quarterback to beat Bill Belichick as coach of the Patriots? Who's the first rookie quarterback to beat him? Don't look it up. If you guys don't know, you don't know. I'm gonna give you the answer in like 3 seconds. Catfish Hunter, right? Another one. Think about guys that came over from the Oakland A's, Reggie Jackson too, man. Catfish Hunter, right? These complete games are ridiculous, man. Nope, not Russell Wilson. Please, nobody look it up because you guys will never believe who beat Bill Belichick. It's the first rookie to ever beat him. Your minds will be blown, and it's not Mark Sanchez. Before you guys think that I'm leading that way. No, I just said, Gunnar, you probably got the delay. I just said, don't say Mark Sanchez because it's not him. It's not him. It's a great question because no one can believe the answer, but it's true. I'll give you a hint. He was a quarterback for the Jets. It was Geno Smith. Geno Smith was the first rookie quarterback to beat Bill Belichick. True story for the Jets. He did. True story. Wow. Now that, you know what's funny, Mikhail? I've read a lot of Stephen King books, and I always like his books way more than the movies. Always, every time, every time. Um, I did not. That is an interesting point. That most of the focus is on family names that are Boone, and they're all haunted. That's a great point, Mikhail. Good point, man. Because you're right. I read a lot of Stephen King books, and they are Boones. The family names are usually Boones, and it's usually something to do with hauntings. Great call, brother. That's a great analogy. I like that because it's certainly fitting for right now. Certainly fitting. Yep. So Aaron Boone, that's a great analogy, Mikhail. If I like that one, man. Really good. Anybody new in the room, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notice. Hit the like button. Keep this basement rolling. Keep the chats rolling in here. Going for 1,000 subs, which we're gonna hit. That's the short-term goal. Using a basement mentality, emerging from the depths. It's what we do here. It's what we do here. We talk the crap, we walk it, and we show it. And all the sports knowledge that goes on to these chats, man. Everybody in here, it's a pleasure to be speaking with guys like you and hanging out for these games. This is a lot of fun. And you guys, I say it all the time. You make me look forward to coming on here every game. Yep. Bang. And you named the collar. There it is, Michael. Geno Smith. Very good, brother. Yep. Wow, Gunner. That's a good one. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, Gunner. Good call, man. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Fitz Magic. I like that. He's either Fitz Magic or Fitz Tragic, right? Because when the Jets re-signed him, he threw 6 interceptions against the Kansas City Chiefs when his big money year for us, which he did nothing. He's always great the first year for a team, Fitzpatrick, right? Then the next year, he goes from Fitz Magic to Fitz Tragic. But I didn't know that. He beat Brady on 3 separate teams. That's interesting. Oh, come on. Now they're going to give up hits? Come on. Here we go, man. Nesta pitch a great game. Abreu comes out. Man, now it's 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Just like that. Look at this, man. Here we go. Here we go. Kid looks lost. It's like you saw this coming. You saw this coming. Look at that. I mean, just a blooper shot right into the outfield. Remember, they used to call that a can of corn. Remember? Can of corn. It would just loop right over the infield, land between the infield and the outfield. They would call that a can of corn. I don't know where the hell that term came from, but when I was growing up, that's what they called it. It's true, right? That beard was monstrous on the Buccaneers. With the Jets, he held out on the Jets. Can you imagine that? He held out. And the Jets signed him. No doubt. No doubt. Jeff Hostetler, man. You can't say enough about Jeff Hostetler. What he did for the Giants in that Super Bowl and that run when Phil Simms got hurt and when they beat the Buffalo Bills that year in 1990, when the Bills, like, they ran that 2-minute offense like no one's ever done it before. Run the 2-minute offense for the entire game. That's legendary coaching by Marv Levy. I'll get to that in a minute. Jeff Hostetler, and he took some shots in that game, man. That dude could take a shot, and he hung in there, man. That was a good call right there on Jeff Hostetler, man. Then he went to the Raiders, and I don't know if he went anywhere after that, but that was a good call. War number 15, Jeff Hostetler. Whew, I'll try, Gunner. I'll try. Every team Ryan Fitzpatrick has played on. You ready? I'm going to give that a shot. Bengals, Rams, Dolphins, Bills, Jets, Buccaneers. Wait. Bengals, Rams, Dolphins, Bills, Jets, Buccaneers, Washington. Even though he didn't play a game, he technically was just finished with Washington. Houston Texans, Tennessee Titans. I think that's it. I think I got them all. I think I got them all. Did I get them all, Gunner? Did I get them all? I think I got them all. Did I get them all? I'll name them again, man. I think I got all of them, dude. Yes. Yes. Yes, brother. That's right. In the basement is where we get stuff like that done, bro. Gunnar, that was a great question. I love it. That's why I say when we do things like that on here, you just gotta I said Miami, Michael. I said Miami. I did. I said it. I said I'll tell you the order I said it in. Bengals, Rams, Dolphins, Bills, Jets, Bucks, Houston, Tennessee, and Washington. I said Miami. Good question, though. How about this? I'll throw one back at you guys. Can you guys name all the teams Jeff George played for? If you remember Jeff George, man, he went around the league a lot. Jeff George, Jim McMahon, he went around the league a lot also after the Bears. Now I'm going way back too. So again, I don't know everybody's age in here, so that may not be a fair question. But yeah, he's been around the block, Mikhailov. He's Ryan Fitzpatrick, but that's the thing. Ryan Fitzpatrick will go to a team and he will play lights out the first year he's there, lights out. And then the second year, he just starts tailing away. It's really weird. You want to see something funny? Pull up a picture of Ryan Fitzpatrick on the Bengals. He's clean shaven. He doesn't even look like him. It's really odd, man. I think he was clean shaven on the Rams too. Really odd. All right, we got first and third, 2 out. Tyler O'Neill is up, who's hitting 314 with runners in scoring position. So come on, Abreu, let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Got to get this out, man. We got to get this out. Come on. Don't screw up Cortez's great pitch game. The very first guy out of the bullpen. Let's go, Abreu. Step it up. Step it up. Come on, man. Balling right in the dirt. It's 2-0. Mets still down 8-5. That's why I said, Gunner, it's a little unfair. Jeff George, now I'm showing my age, man. He was like a Ryan Fitzpatrick type. Way more coming out of college. He was supposed to be the guy. He was the #1 overall draft pick for the Colts way back when. And then he admitted he never studied playbooks, and he had a hell of an arm. He played with Randy Moss on the Vikings as well when Dante Culpepper got hurt. But it's unfair because it's a little ways back. But he played on a hell of a lot of teams. So whatever the case, that's why I said it's a little unfair because I'm showing my age on that. Come on, man. Come on. That's what I mean. This is our problem with the freaking bullpen, man. Cortez pitches his heart out tonight, and this is what we do. We come right out of the bullpen and start giving up runs. Here comes Boone. We're going to exhaust the bullpen tonight? Come on. Jeez. It's so irritating to watch, man. We finally get great pitching, and this is what comes happen right away, too. Right away. Oh, man. You're trying to get me, man. Now you want me to do McCown? You're trying to get me now. You're trying to McCown, you might get me on McCown. I'm going to try. All right, I think they're doing another pitching change. Let's try McCown. Eagles, Browns, Buccaneers, Jets, Raiders, Cardinals. You guys, you're gonna get me on this one. I got six. I guess if there's 12 teams, I could start guessing, but I'm not gonna do that. Let me think. Washington. Oh, the Bears. He was on the Bears. I'm going to take away Washington. I don't think he was on Washington. Ooh, I better not do it that way, right? The Bears he was on. So that's 7. Lions. I can't think of the other 5. Dolphins. He was on the Dolphins. That's 8. Wait, don't tell me yet. That's 8. He was on the Dolphins. So we're up to 8 now. He was on Miami. Nah, I got 8. I can't think of the other 4 because the other 4 are gonna be straight guesses, dude. And I don't want to just flat out guess. I will always, one thing with me, I'll always bring it real with you guys. Those were 8. I know 8 of the 12. The last 4 are going to be pure guesses, guys. And I'm not going to do that to you guys because if I get some of them right, it's a pure guess. So I knew 8 off the bat. I knew 8 out of 12 from account. That's pretty freaking good. That's pretty damn good. Come on, can you hold this lead or what? Oh, we got Efros. This is one of the guys we picked up, man. Now he's in another pressure situation. He came in the other night when we were up by 1 run. He held the 4th down, so he's got to hold it down now. And he's pitched against the Cardinals because he came from the Cubs. So he's got a nice little slider going, man. It's 0-2 right now. So if he can hold the 4th down here, we'll be good getting out of this inning. Come on. Gosh, man, come on. We don't need a freaking wild pitch. We need a strike. That's the thing. Yeah, you got Trevino behind the plate. He's trying to get used to the pitcher, trying to get used to this guy's slider. And, it's got to be hard for a catcher when a new pitcher comes around with their tendencies. There you go. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Right there. That's what you do. You come to the Yankees from the Cubs. You get put in a pressure situation. It's the second time he's been out. The last one, the Yankees were down 7-6. He held the 4th down, didn't give up the run. Comes in 3-2 here, doesn't give up the run. That's what we're talking about. That's what you do when you come to the Yankees. I said the Lions, Gunner. I said the Lions. I did say the Lions. I didn't. The Panthers, 49ers, and Texans, you got me there. I did say the Lions. The Hartford Colonials, bro, you're expecting you're giving me way too much credit. You thought I would have known that crap. I did say the Lions, though. I will hold it to that. I did say them. The other 3, I didn't. The Panthers, Niners, and Texans. Even you telling me, I don't even remember that. So you definitely got me there. As I told you, we bring it real here. I'll never just straight guess. Either I know it or I don't. And I never straight guess. I'll have to think about them before. I'll never give up right away. I'll have to think about them. But McCown, that's a lot of teams, man. No. No, they didn't change to the Panthers like the Whalers to the Hurricanes, though. I like that, though. Good one, Mikhailov. Good one, man. I like that. Guys, anybody new in the room, here we go again. Hit the subscribe notice, the bell notice, and the like button. We're in the basement, hanging out, chatting, talking sports. Guys trying to stump me on stuff. Yankees are up 3-2. We're trying to win this thing. And you know what else happens in the basement? I drink too much water. You guys got to give me 2 minutes. Bathroom break. You need to give me 2 minutes. I'm coming right back. You guys are already used to this anyway. Games are long. I'm an older guy. I will be right back. Hang in there with me. Hang in there with me. Thank you, fellas. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging in there with me. You guys already know this is the basement, and this is what happens when we're sitting here with 3-hour games, man. Can't drink this much water and do all that. So you guys already know what's up. So I only missed 3. I only missed the Panthers, Niners, and Texans. I only missed 3, and I got all of Ryan Fitzpatrick. So damn, that's pretty freaking good. But I don't even remember him on the Niners, Texans, and Panthers. So you definitely got me on those 3. But I got the rest. So that was a good one, Gunner. I like that, Gunner. Hicks is the new gal. Yo, no doubt, Michael. Hicks is horrible. He's horrible. Seriously, when he first came out, people were talking about him being a Bernie Williams type player. Where? I had never seen that. That's an insult to Bernie Williams. Are you kidding me? I don't remember any great timely hits Aaron Hicks ever got. That when he first, that's what they're saying about him. Like, what are you kidding? Bernie Williams, that's an insult. Come on, Aaron, let's go. We need insurance run. We need them. Come on. We need these insurance runs, man. I mean, what a great matchup this is. This old history of the Yankees and the Cardinals. They've met in the World Series 5 times, man. It's just absolutely amazing. Now, here we go with the bullpen budget. I love this chart they give now, the bullpen budget. It's amazing. I thought the Hail Mary, if I'm catching up, Gunner, you talking about the Hail Mary that killed the Vikings? Wasn't that Case Keenum that threw that? Oh, in '02, in '02. I'll shut up. 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 My bad. My bad. I'll stay out of that. My bad. I just saw Vikings and everything. I'm thinking Vikings Saints playoffs a few years ago. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I was like answering as I was reading what you were saying, man. I just jumped way ahead, man. But hey, I'm a 4 decades Jet fan. How smart could I be, right? So give me a break. Give me a sympathy pass on that one. Come on. Let's go. Here we go. Carpenter's 2 for 3, hitting 331. Guys hitting 331. Could you imagine how badly would the Cardinals want him on their team still? This guy is ridiculous this season. Do I say this every time he comes up? Because I just love it. I love it. I love when the Yankees come across guys like this that just do it. And you know he's not going to be back next year. He's 36 years old. This is a great rental for the rest of the year. And you just got to love it. Just got to love it. Man, Matt could crack one out here. I think the fans would go crazy because they just love Matt Carpenter. But the Cardinals are in a tight race. I mean, they're tied with the Brewers coming into tonight. They're tied with the Brewers coming in for tonight right now. Right now. Come on, let's go. All right, Molina's coming out to tell him, get the guy out. Give him a break. Whatever. Let's go. Mike Maddox is the pitching coach. Mike Maddox, the guy's been in the league for like forever as a pitching coach. It's all good, man. Yadier Molina is another legendary catcher, man. The guy's going right to the Hall of Fame. I believe this is his last year. I believe it is, man. Just seeing, like I said, you got to appreciate every legendary player you get to see, man. Just got to appreciate them all because they're only going to be around for such a short time. These years go right by. It's like, wow, the guy's been around forever. And it doesn't feel like it. It just, time really goes right by. They were showing Pudge Rodriguez the other day. I mean, I remember when that guy was crushing it with the Rangers with Juan Gonzalez and those guys. Remember that? The Yankees always beat them in the playoffs, by the way. But I'm just saying. Wow, Gunny, you're bringing up some great stuff today, man. Good stuff, brother. Good stuff. Everybody is, man. That's what happens here in the basement, man. That's what it's all about. So yeah, the Yankees. I'm trying to think of these guys that they just pick up out of nowhere that no one expects to be doing anything with, man. And I think the last hold on. Come on. Oh, come on. Is that gone? That is gone. Oh. 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 Oh, man. I thought that was gone. Wow. Right on the wall. Oh, man. I thought that was gone. What a way to go out at your old stadium, your old team, your old fans. Going into that at bat 2 for 3. If he hit a 2-run bomb there, I swore that was going out. I swore that was going out. Oh, yeah, Gunnar, man. That's what it's all about, brother, man. Come on. I mean, again, sports brings everybody together, man. It does. Look at how much fun we have in this chat. I look forward to coming in here and doing this, man. I'm going to miss you guys on Sunday. Like I said, I'm not going to be here. But I look forward to this, man. I look forward to hanging out with you guys and just kicking it like this, man. And it looks like the Lunicorn isn't going to be here, I guess. I haven't heard back from him, so who knows? But anyway, who cares? It's the basement. Things happen. We're just fans speaking to fans. That's what this is all about. I tell you, man, you guys make it all worthwhile to do this. It's just so much fun. So much fun to be doing this. But well, you know, it'd be a lot more fun if the Yankees sweep this weekend. That would be the best fun we could possibly have. You know, that would be the greatest, man. Who the Bills got up first game of the year? Are they? I didn't pay attention to that. Who the Bills have the first game of the year? Are the Bills going to make the Super Bowl and beat the Chargers? You know what? The Chargers was a good thing to bring up tonight. It's a good thing to bring up. I can't think of anybody else that's a real threat to the Buffalo Bills besides themselves. I really don't see the Chiefs. Are the Chiefs going to be able to with Patrick Mahomes' contract, do you think the Chiefs are going to be able to? Do you really think they're going to be able to keep the pace of being an elite team for that long when you have a guy signed to that kind of money? Eventually, does it start to deteriorate a little bit like the Seattle Seahawks did? What's the question? Who holds the record for the most consecutive season with 10 sacks? Ooh. Not Strahan, nope. Reggie White? Oh, Bruce Smith. Bruce Smith. Bruce Smith. Nope for all of us, or nope to Derek Thomas? Man, remember Derek Thomas had that, like, all those sacks in that one game? I think it was like 8 or 9. What about Bruce? Oh, Lawrence Taylor. Oh, Bruce Smith. Boom, 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 boom. Second try, I got that. That was a good one, brother. I had to think on that, man. That was a good one. And Michael, man, I almost said LT myself. I was thinking along the same lines you were, Michael. I had to really think on that. Now, I got a question for you guys. I got one. And I said the answer the other day, so we'll see if you guys are paying attention. I said this a few live streams ago. And if you know it, and you know it because I said it, just tell me you already asked us that one. We know the answer. Barry Sanders had 10 straight seasons of 1,000 yards from year 1 to year 10. Who else did that? Started their career from year 1 to year 10 of 1,000 straight seasons of 1,000 yards for 10 straight seasons to start their career. Barry Sanders did it, and one other running back has done that. Just them. That's it. Who is the other running back? Year 1 to year 10, 1,000 yards for 10 straight seasons. Barry Sanders did it, and only one other running back did it. And they're both in the Hall of Fame. Who's the other running back? Very good, Gunnar. Did you hear me the other day say this? Be honest. Be honest. Did you really know that, or I said this the other day? Oh, no, he got it. It's Curtis Martin. It's Curtis Martin. Jim Brown, believe it or not, did not. But the interesting thing about you did hear me say that the other day. Thank you for your honesty. I'll give another question. Jim Brown, the funny thing about him, Jim Brown's 12,000 yard, with his record, when you think about how no one has ever in the history of the NFL gotten in 9 years 12,000 yards in 14 game seasons. No one's ever done that. Only Jim Brown has done that. No one has ever statistically done that. Over 12,000 yards in 9 seasons in 14 game seasons, not 16, 14. That's incredible. It's incredible. I saw the Jim Brown answer, and we figured we would give you a little insight on that. So, Efros is still out there. Okay, I actually wanted to look at the game for a minute because I just want the Yankees to kind of cruise and hold on and win this game. Jordan Mulata. No, I haven't. Yeah, bro. RM003. Yo, RM, thank you for Room. We'll just call you Room. Thank you for joining, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notice. Hit the like button. I'm Johnny Basement. These are the guys in this chat room are here every live stream. We all just bring it. We talk about everything while we're watching baseball. We talk about all sports. We catch each other on trivia. We do everything in here, man. We're all just fans. This channel is for fans. So please do that, man. Hang out. I haven't seen Jordan Milana. Yo, I'm telling you, isn't everybody a beast in rugby? Rugby is a game like you can't half-ass it, man. You can't go out there and be like, I don't feel like playing today, right? It's one of those sports where if you don't bring it 110%, you will get killed out there. You will get killed. You can't just like half-ass it. You can't go out there and just, I don't watch a lot of rugby, but I've seen a lot of highlights and I have seen a game here or there over the course of time. It's like hockey. It's like hockey. You can't just skate around and just don't feel like playing today. You will get killed out there. You just can't do that. Michael, what's his name? The Express, the Express. Oh my gosh. The movie was made about him, The Express. You know who I'm talking about. '85 Bears, I agree with you there. Oh my gosh, you know who I'm talking about. That's who holds the rushing records there, man. He played the movie The Express was about him, and he went to the Browns, and he ended up passing away. You know who I'm talking about. I can't get it off the top of my mind, top of my head. Ernie Davis. Ernie Davis. Michael, it's Ernie Davis. He holds all the rushing records at Syracuse. Ernie Davis, no doubt. That's who holds those records, man. Come on, that's definitely it. If it's not Ernie Davis, then you got me. Now think about the '85 Bears for a second, guys. The '85 Bears, they didn't give a touchdown in the playoffs until garbage time in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. They shut out the Giants, who had Lawrence Taylor in them. They shut out the Rams, who had Eric Dickerson in a high-powered offense. Then they beat the hell out of the Patriots in the Super Bowl and gave up one touchdown at the very end of the game in garbage time. Michael, I'm more interested. Is that Ernie Davis? I'm telling you, it's Ernie Davis. Come on, that's right, Al. We got it. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get on to the 8th inning. Let's keep this rolling right now, fellas. Let's keep it rolling. And St. Louis only has 3 hits, but we're only up by a run. We need a couple insurance runs. It's not Ernie Davis, then you got me. I don't know. I'm not. One thing, guys, I am not good with college. I'm not. You will get me on most of the time on college. I'm not very good with college. I'm just not. I'll just lay it out there. I'm not very good with college. I don't know how they only won 1 Super Bowl with that defense, man. It's just that defense was insane. They had a lot of shutouts during the season. In the Super Bowl, like I said, they shut out everybody, man. That's the famous game in Soldier Field when Sean Landeta for the Giants missed the punt. You remember this? He missed the punt. He was punting out of his own end zone, and he missed the ball. I know it was windy and the ball traveled away from his foot, but he missed the punt. They lost 21-0. Lawrence Taylor on that, but then the next year, Lawrence Taylor and the Giants made the league pay for that. They won the next year in '86. The Bears just, I don't know, man, they just fell apart. They were just like, they were kind of similar to the '86 Mets. They had a bunch of different personalities on the team, a bunch of just crazy guys, and they just never brought it together again. Like the '86 Mets should have won more than one World Series. You get some teams like that that come out of nowhere and they don't continue it. They don't become a dynasty when you think they will. Who knows why? Joe Morris, who ran for the Giants. Joe Morris. He was a pretty solid running back for the New York Giants, man. Sure. I know who he was in the NFL. I'm not – college, you guys will get me almost all the time in college. That's awesome, man. Joe Morris, I definitely remember him. He wore number 20 for the New York Giants, running back. Yep. I know who you're talking about. I had no idea on the answer. Ernie Davis was the only one. That was an excellent movie, by the way, if you did see it, The Express. What a great movie, man. What a great movie and a sad ending. Really good. Boy, I put a lot of effort into remembering Ernie Davis's name. I tried, Michael. I tried. The '85 Bears is definitely the most dominant defense, and a lot of people say we're being old school because the Ravens came around and then the Buccaneers came around with Warren Sapp and them, and it's just like the '85 Bears, if you didn't see them, they were just so special. They were so ridiculously good with Richard Dent and Steve McMichael. Did you guys see him? Speaking of Steve McMichael, have you seen this? He has ALS. The guy, it's so sad seeing what he is now. Jared Payton, who does a lot of sports media now, Walter Payton's son, he went and visited him. Ric Flair has been visiting him, helping him. Mike Singletary, Richard Dent, Dan Hampton, the '85 Bear Brotherhood that they have. Have you seen Steve McMichael, man? It's really sad. If you haven't, look him up. He's going through ALS right now, and it's it's just really sad to see such a force of nature from coming from that Bears defense, man, and how diseases and things like that can just knock us down, man. It's really sad. And he's been getting a lot of support from his '85 Bears and when he was part of the Four Horsemen in wrestling. So that's a really sad story there. Come on, Donaldson, let's go. Jim Brown, yep, more Joe Morris, which I didn't know. I knew Jim Brown ran there. I just thought Ernie Davis had more than him. Zonka, Floyd Little, wow. That would be the Cowboys and the Steelers. Cowboys and the Steelers, Gunner. I think they last played, what, in '95 with O'Donnell and Aikman and all of them? That'd be the Steelers and the Cowboys on that answer. Oh! Did he catch that? Wow, what a catch. What a catch. Did you guys see that? That was incredible. What a catch, man. Oh, that was a crazy catch for that dude, man. That was great from Newcomb or whatever his name is. Yeah, Green Bay Packers, Mikhail off. Green Bay Packers football team. Oh, you mean, do they have a baseball team? No. Oh, the Milwaukee Brewers are from Wisconsin. That'd be the closest you would get to Green Bay. Milwaukee Brewers. That'd be the closest. Yep, Steelers, Cowboys met 3 times. Yep, definitely. Benintendi, there you go. There you go. Beautiful. Want to see? They just said that was Benintendi's first hit as a Yankee that went into the outfield. Can you imagine that? Yep, he got it. He's going to start coming around. He's just batting out of order. Yep. That was an amazing catch, Rick. That was you got to give that guy credit, man. That was a great catch. Benintendi, finally. I just want to see this guy bat where he should be batting. Let's get this guy home. Let's get Benintendi home, man. All IK have to do is just hit a single. Just get a single, man, and that's it. Benintendi's going to score. He's fast. I'm like, wait, come on. It's like, come on, pitch the damn ball already. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, what does this guy do? What do you have to think about, man? He's on the mound. He's looking at the catcher. They're not on the same page. So they're going to get on the same page now? I never understand when this goes on. And Yadier Molina is the veteran, legendary catcher. I think this pitcher should listen to him. No, I ain't getting it done. Wow. Anybody new in the room, hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. Help keep us going to 1,000 subs. That's what we do here in the basement, talking all the garbage we can today and learning stuff. I even learned about Syracuse's running backs today. See that? I've always been terrible with the college trivia. That's one thing you guys will always get me on. I don't know why. When I grew up on Long Island, I swear to you, it's kind of funny. I'll tell you after this at bat. And I'll lose my train of thought, but I'll tell you, growing up on Long Island, college football was not big. It just wasn't. I didn't even know, and I'm dead serious about this. I didn't even know Notre Dame was in another state, because all they ever showed where I was growing up was Notre Dame games when they had Tony Rice and Rick Meyer came around, and then Jerome Bettis. I mean, I knew those. They had Tim Brown. They were on the team then. But they showed Notre Dame only. Like, we didn't watch Rutgers. I guess they figured you guys had enough going on with the Jets. You didn't have to watch Rutgers. And they never showed Syracuse. Long Island, like, you watched Notre Dame. That's what they showed all the time. It was like 10 or 11. Like, really? Notre Dame's not in New York? Like, we never really got into it. We were always into the pros. I was into Big East basketball growing up with Georgetown, Patrick Ewing, and Reggie Williams and Ralph Dalton and these other players on the team that they faced Chris Mullen and Bill Wennington and Walter Berry. I mean, I was into Big East basketball in the 80s. That was the college that I was into. Was then when those teams were going on. They had some serious battles. And that's when you had to stay in college for the full 4 years before being drafted to the NBA. Or most players, I should say, stayed in for the full college. So you had real rivalries going on between St. John's and Syracuse and Georgetown and Seton Hall, Purdue, all these teams were in it, man. So those were great times back then. That's the college I was into. And I was a Georgetown fan with Ewing and all those guys. Man, what a great team. Villanova. Did Steelers and Green Bay go back each other not too long ago? Shade of Edmonds. Did you say Jim Edmonds? Wow, that was kind of shade of Edmonds, man. That was kind of shades of Edmonds, man. Wow, Jim Edmonds. Whoo, there's a name. He used to do catches like that all the time. That was a great question. Man, that was great. Yep. Deer Park. Why, from around there, Michael? Deer Park. Route 231. 231, road 231. Yeah, the Steelers and Green Bay did play in the Super Bowl, man. They did. That was Ben Roethlisberger was the quarterback for the Steelers then. But they only met the once. They only met the one time. Oh, good. He walked up. I'm surprised. Well, that was a really good at bat by IKF. Really good at bat. Yeah, it was just once, Gunner. You're right. It was just once. He played one time in the Super Bowl. That was it. Wow. Yeah, man, the Yankees got to get another. I just feel like we got to get another insurance run here. We have to. It's 2 outs, first and second. Trevino's up, and he's been a real spark for this team, as we've been saying. So I'd feel much better with an insurance run here, man. Because who are they going to put out here in the eighth inning? I didn't see who was warming up. We've been talking so much other stuff. I would assume it's Marinaccio coming out and then Clay Holmes, right? Unless we can really pound some runs out here. Wow, Farmingdale, brother. Hey, Michael. This is going way back now, bro. This is going way back. So what are you off of 109? Route 109, 110, Route 110. I used to do home deliveries for PC Richards. I used to do walk-ups in the Bronx and Brooklyn and Manhattan and doing the heavy lifting with the appliances up and down flights of stairs. They were right on Price Parkway off of Route 110 there by Adventureland. Small world, bro. Small world. That Pittsburgh, Arizona Super Bowl done, it was a really great Super Bowl. That's when the Jets got duped into getting Santonio Holmes after he made that amazing catch in the end zone from Roethlisberger when they beat Kurt Warner and the Cardinals, man. That was a great Super Bowl. The Jets got Santonio Holmes, and we did nothing with him. Nothing. Wow, Farmingdale, brother. Yeah, it was Price Park. It was right by Adventureland over there. 110. Yeah, wow. Small world, bro. Small world. Yep. I did a lot of home deliveries, but I did a Bronx, Brooklyn, a little bit of Queens, like Astoria area. That was like, I was young enough, man, but that was a back-breaking job, man. That was a back-breaking job. We're at commercial now, so what do we do? Commercial breaks? Subscribe, bell notice, like button, get us to 1,000 subs. Johnny Basement, working from the basement, emerging from the depths with the basement mentality. I almost got a good spiel going with that. Anyway, trying to get through our short-term goal of 1,000 subs. We're more than halfway there. So anybody new, once in a while, there's this mythical figure named Lou, we call the Lunicorn. He makes an appearance from time to time. People have claimed to see him, but not everybody believes it. But it's true. And we were way off. For the guys that do know Lou, we were way off on that tonight. And I will, if he's watching, people have been asking for you, Lou. I don't know what happened today, but we're all used to it. We're all used to it. But anyway, guys, that's what this basement's all about, man. It's all craziness. It's all fun. You guys make this real fun to be in here, too. That's crazy. Yeah, 110. Michael, man, that's old school, bro. Farmingdale, man. Yep, used to come up 109 up there by New Highway, and they would cut right into 110. Go up 110, halfway down, just go under the bridge, yeah, make a left. Price Parkway was right there. I think the warehouse, I think they still have the warehouse down over there. I think they still have the warehouse on Price Parkway. That piece of they've been around forever. That job was a real back-breaking job, man. That job was ridiculous. And I mean, you'd get 25 to 30 stops. When you'd go into work, the box trucks, they would be like, the back would be up because there were so many stops to do, and the pieces would be tied in. You'd have 30 of those, and the bigger the piece, the harder it was bringing it up the stairs, man. And there's those stairwells, where you go up, turn, and then up. So you had to lift these things up and over. And then back then you had to bring the old refrigerators down. Michael, you remember the refrigerators, like the old Philco or Frigidaire? They just had the one handle. You'd open them up. Those things weighed 5 gazillion pounds. And anybody that owned one of those they always lived on the top floor. And you had to take it out. You had to take it out for them, man. That was like, I could never do that now. I would die. I would pass out. There's no way I'd be able to do that job now. But back then, family, kids were young, had to do it, man. You had to do it. I was a young guy then. There's no way I would do that now. All right, Marinaccio. No, Clay Holmes is in. So we're going for a six out save. Tongue twister. 6 out save. The all right, actually, and I said at the beginning of the game that Edwin Diaz and how Buck Showalter and Aaron Boone would never go for the 6 out save, but you got to go for it now. You got to. That's it. He's got it. I'm trying to get Lou in here, guys, even for the last inning. I got it. Just got it, man. Trying to. It's hilarious. But yeah, hopefully Holmes can close us out. And Chapman, what are they going to do with Chapman? Are we going to put him in the 6th inning, 7th inning? Can he be a setup guy? Would you put him as a setup guy right now if he gets his act back together? That's what you got to. That's what you got to figure out. I'm still wondering what they're going to do with that guy. For a minute, I thought I don't think he's coming, guys. I keep texting him, he's not responding. Anyway, I actually thought they were going to move him at the trade deadline for a minute because he was pitching so poorly, and I really, honest to God, don't know if they even know where to go with him. I really don't think they know what to do with. I just don't understand putting Chapman in the 5th or the 6th innings. He doesn't pitch multiple innings, so why would you do that? Makes no sense. And he should be able to pitch 2 innings anyway. He should be able to pitch 2 innings. I don't understand what these guys. Do they baby them and just act like they can't? I can't even sit still and wait. I just want them to win this game so bad. Crazy. Let's see what we got. I'm missing some stuff. Oh, wait, hold on. You guys have a question here. Hold on. I'm way behind. Wow, I'm way behind. Wait, hold on. Michael, can't remember name. Give me a minute. Not a co-MVP. Not. No looking it up. Kaloff. I'm trying to find a question. Not looking it up. Let Johnny try it. Sorry to read all this stuff off, guys. I'm just trying to find where we're at. I'm catching up with y'all. I'm right about team and position. It'll come to me. Oh, here we go. Gunner. I should have just looked for your name, Gunner. You're the one shooting all the questions out tonight. Johnny, I got one for you. Has there ever been a Super Bowl MVP on a losing team? If so, who? Hey, Angelo, welcome to the room, brother. Vikings linebacker, you believe? Cowboys linebacker in the 70s. Oh, Cowboys linebacker in the 70s. If that, Super Bowl 5. Chuck Howley. Chuck Howley. If it's not him, then I don't know. Chuck Howley is the only. It's Chuck Howley. Yeah, you're Angelo. Let's see. Yes. 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 All right. So you got me on a couple today, and I've gotten a few right. I'm pretty proud of the Ryan Fitzpatrick. I knew all of his teams, and I'm pretty damn proud that I knew 8 out of 12 on McCown. 8 out of 12. That's pretty good. That's really good. I'm pretty proud of that one. I didn't think I could guess all of McCown's teams. You got me on the college, the Syracuse football one for sure. I didn't know that one at all. It's funny to me that I don't remember McCown on the Panthers, Niners, or Texans. I don't even remember that. But again, you're right. He's played on so many damn teams. It's like a blur. It's like a blur after a while. Wow, that's a great question, Gunnar. Gunnar is bringing it tonight with the questions for the room. Gunnar is bringing it. I love it. I got one. Now. I got to think how to word it, but I might have a good one for you. I got to think how to word it because it could be really easy, and it's kind of tricky, but it could be really easy too. So I'm going to wait on that one. Wow, Gunnar, thank you for all these great questions, man. Oh, I got Bruce Smith right, but not really because I guessed Reggie White first. So. Come on, Holmes, let's go. He's only thrown 14 pitches, right? So he should be able to come out for the next inning. Can you imagine if Boone doesn't bring him out for the next inning and puts in like Loizica or Peralta? What if Holmes had a 25 or 30 pitch inning? Would they bring him out in the ninth? Or would you bring in like Loizica, some weirdo like that, that's going to blow the game? This is an odd situation. But I really believe these guys, how can these guys not pitch more than one inning? Of course they can. They're professional pitchers. Give me a break. Let's go, Holmes. Just get this guy out. Let's go. Can you guys, let me see if I can name him as well. Can you guys name all the running backs that have rushed for 2,000 yards in a season? Can you name them all? All the running backs that have rushed for 2,000 yards in one season. Name them. And there's one in there I'll be very impressed if anybody gets, because this question was asked to me and I barely got it. But you guys know, you'll know all of them. There's I'd say there's five. There's five. Can you guys name can you name them? All the ones that rushed for 2,000 yards. Come on, man. Come on. Every time I look away and I look back, there's another runner on base. See, this is what I mean now. Clay Holmes, you got to bring him out for the ninth. Who else are you going to bring out? I guess you'd have to bring out somebody reliable. Like Marinaccio is a pretty reliable pitcher. No! Damn it! Damn it! That's scoring runs. 4-3. Damn it. You saw it coming. You saw it coming. You just knew it was coming. All of a sudden, he's walking batters. He can't get anybody out, and he lays one right over the plate. He laid it right over the plate. Come on. Now we got to bring out somebody else in the ninth, and he's probably going to be Marinaccio. Who else are you going to bring out? Maybe not even waste them. I don't know. It depends on how many runs they give up. It's a merry-go-round on the bases right now. Yep. Okay, you got OJ, Dickerson. I know they're a comeback team, Mikhailov. I know. But I mean, they can't give up any more runs. I mean, Clay Holmes didn't do well the other time against the Royals just a few days ago. There's one guy in this 2,000-yard rushers. I'm really curious to see if you guys guess this guy. There's one guy that's the most forgettable running back that actually hit 2,000 yards. And I want to see if anybody in this room is going to name that guy. That would be very impressive. Be very impressive. Yep, Terrell Davis is another one. You got it. But if you guys name this guy, and I'll even give you a hint, he's not some old timer. He's a recent running back. He played maybe 20-something. No, even less than that. He's played in the 2000s. He definitely played in the 2000s. You guys know the guy. I'm very curious to see if someone can guess this particular 2000 rusher. He's definitely not a popular name, but you will remember him. Dickerson, yep. Terrell Davis, okay. Sanders is another one. Barry Sanders is another one, yep. So now we're just left with one. I think, hold on. OJ, Dickerson, Davis, Sanders. We're just, oh man, don't look it up, guys, because I will be very, forget that. We're not looking up anything. I'll be very impressed. Molina's up now. This is, 2-2. Holmes is having a hard time. Sorry, guys. I'm concentrating on the game edits. All right, we got Dickerson, Terrell Davis, Sanders, OJ. That's four. Tomlinson didn't. Tomlinson had 2,000 yards from scrimmage, including catches. He never had a 2,000-yard rushing season. Titans had a decent team back in the early mid-2000s. Maybe someone from them. Mikhailov, you are getting close. You're getting close, Mikhailov. Mikhailov is, hey guys, Mikhailov is right around it. Mikhailov is right around it, man. Look at his answer in the chat. He's right around it. Tomlinson, again, he had 2,000 yards from scrimmage, but he never had a 2,000-yard rushing season. So we got four now: OJ, Dickerson, Terrell Davis, and Barry Sanders. So we got four. Who's the fifth? Anybody new in the room, hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button to keep this thing moving. Comment. Join the chat. We're just here in the basement. Fans hanging out with fans. That's all this is. This channel's for everybody. And this is a great time. We look forward to being here each night. Oh, Mikhail, you are like right around the name. You are right on it. You're right on it. You're right on it. You guys see Mikhailov, what he put? He's like right on it. Look at his answer. He's right on it. While you guys are thinking. Mikhailov, you brought half of the answer. I'll give you that. You brought half of the answer. You brought half of the answer. Nope. Not Henry. Okay, he was a Titans running back. He was a Titans running back. That's what Mikhailov was right on. He is a Titans running back. So he's got the answer. He's got you in the ballpark with the team. There, you just got to think of the name. Clay Holmes has just killed it for the Yankees in this 8th inning, man. Now they have to score now. The game's over. And Nestor Cortez pitched an incredible game today. Pitched an incredible game, and this is what we do. The bullpen comes in and freaking blows it like normal. This is what scares me about the playoffs with this team. You guys do know the running back, and they were the Titans when, not the Oilers, they were the Titans when he got the 2,000 yards. I'm waiting. Yeah, he had a pretty decent career. I'll give you another team he played for. Okay, I'll give you one other team he played for. He's more known for the Titans, but he did play for the Jets for one season. He did play for the Jets for one season. It's not Eddie George. Believe it or not, it's not Eddie George. It's not. This running back also did play for the Jets. Only for 1 year, but he's more known for the Titans. That's the team he was on. He was after Michael. He was after Eddie George. I'll give you guys that. He was after Eddie George and before Henry, so you can figure that out. And you know him. You do know the name, so it's not. You do know him. I promise you. I can tell by your guys' sports knowledge. You'll definitely know who this guy is. Look at Aaron Hicks flying out. What a surprise. Aaron Hicks flying out. Aaron Hicks worked the count for 2 whole pitches. 2 whole pitches and flies out. Thanks a lot. Come on. The Yankees should have had this game. Well, I know we're still batting, but you guys know what I'm saying. I'm waiting. I really want to see if you guys know this. Incredible. Come on, DJ. Go to DJ. Get these big bats up. Let's go. Well, this has been a rough stretch for the Yankees from July 1st to now. If we include a couple, July they were 14 and 15. We've already dropped 2 out of 3 to Seattle, right? And now we're not looking good here. We got. All right, DJ. All right. Oh, that went foul. Oh, that went foul. You guys still thinking, or you give up? You still thinking, or you give up? He's after Eddie George. And he did run for the Titans for a little while. He actually was considered one of the better running backs in the game at the time. At the time. Oh, all right, 1 and 2. Come on. Yep. Yeah, it wasn't. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Yankees. Get on base, DJ. Let Judge smack everybody home. That's what we need to do right now. I have no idea, Rick. I thought when he hit that, I thought we had a tie game. I thought we had a tie game when he hit that, Rick. Come on. What's with the inside pitches on the 100 miles an hour? It's the second one. Come on, man. It's not a curveball or breaking ball. You're throwing 100 miles an hour inside like that. Hey, Gunner, Michael. You guys still want time on the answer? Come on, DJ. Yeah, I know. These are fastballs, Rick. Like, how How's he losing control on his fat? You're a professional pitcher. All these ones are high and inside. Not that last one he fouled off, but man, this guy's bringing it 102. How do you even pick up on that? All right, guys, the answer. Let DJ finish this at bat, and I will give you the answer, and you guys know who it is. I mean, you'll recognize the name. Let's let DJ finish this at bat. 3-2. Come on. DJ's got to get on. Give Aaron Judge a chance to win this game. I know we'd still have to come up in the bottom of the ninth. You know what I'm saying? Give us a chance to take the lead. That running back is Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson got 2,000 yards rushing for the Tennessee Titans. True story. Think of all the legendary names we just said that got 2,000 yards. And Chris Johnson is a part of that. True story. Chris Johnson. That's why I said it'd be very impressive if someone actually found that out, man. I saw that in a documentary a while ago, and I'll never forget it. Crazy, right? Chris Johnson joins Terrell Davis and OJ and Eric Dickerson and legendary names, man. Chris Johnson got that. No joke. No joke. And he did. He played for the Jets for 1 year, and he complained about it the whole time. And who can blame him? Yep. True story. Here's Tim LaCastro, who's all right. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Judge. Go. Come on. Come on, Aaron. Come on. I can barely stand still. Come on. Come on. Come on. I know the crowd is booing on every call. Half these pitches are balls, like clear balls. They're not even close. They're not even close. Come on. LaCastro better not get picked off with Aaron Judge up at the plate. You can't get picked off now, dude. Come on. LaCastro's got wheels, man. The guy just, he can't get on base any other way except pinch running. Yep, stand-up runner. Yeah, Michael, can you believe that? Chris Johnson got 2,000 yards in a season. It's insane. Why is Rizzo not playing? We had a day off yesterday. Why is he not playing? Have DJ at third base and Rizzo at first. Rizzo would be coming up right now. Boy, we're a complaining group, aren't we? How can you have your big hitters out, though? I mean, we just had a day off yesterday, so what's the problem? Wouldn't you rather have Rizzo in there with his bat than Donaldson? And I'm serious this time about that, Rick. I am. Even though Donaldson's gotten a couple of runs for us tonight still. Matt Carpenter, though. Matt Carpenter's up. So let's see some magic in St. Louis for Matt Carpenter. How great would that be? How great would that be if he hits a 2-run shot right now in against his old team of 10 years? Oh my gosh, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. This is like, how fitting that the guy comes back to his team of 10 years and hits the game-winning home run if we close it out, but the go-ahead home 2-run homer. Or he strikes out and the game's over. We'll see. What the fuck? Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, what? He was safe. He was safe. They got to review that. They got to review that. They got to review that. Yeah, you can't steal first, right? You can't steal first. That's right. LeCastro's got picked. He was safe. He was safe. They got to review that. I'm being biased as hell right now saying he was safe, but damn it, man, he looked safe. Oh. Oh, he was out. All right, all right. He was out. He was out. Yeah, Mikhailov, maybe it's you, man. Every time you come on, Rizzo's not playing. That's true. I never thought about that. Oh, I think they are reviewing it, though. Maybe he was out. He was out by a step, but maybe they'll read it wrong and give him the base. Oh, okay. I mean, why not take a shot, right? Why not take a shot? So listen, guys, tomorrow night, the Yankees are on. I'm double checking. I'm double checking because I did this last week. I said, oh, I'll see you guys at 7. And the Yankees were on like way before that. So double checking. Yes, they're on at 7:15 tomorrow. Guys, you guys make this so worth it for me to come on here. If anybody's new in the room, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. Help me get to 1,000 subs. That's the short-term goal, using the basement mentality, emerging from the depths. You guys make this fun. You guys are in here every day with me. You make it fun. You make it worthwhile. I look so forward to being in here with you guys, man. I really do. Thank you for giving me your time to be on this channel with me, watching the game, doing trivia, just having a freaking blast. Lunicorn didn't show up, the mythical figure. He didn't show up today. I don't know why. We'll just get on his case tomorrow. We'll be all over him tomorrow because we'll be back here 7:15 tomorrow, Eastern time, 7:15. I'll be on by 7:05. I'll be on by 7:05 tomorrow night. I will see you guys tomorrow for the Yankees, Cardinals again. Bring your questions, bring your trivia, bring your NHL talk, football talk, bring it all. Peace out, guys. I'm Johnny Basement. I am out. See you tomorrow.